Hey, look at that. We are actually here after having to fight with my computer for the past half hour.
Yay.
Heyo!
Welcome everybody to Dragons in the Dining Room.
It wouldn't be dragons in the dining room.
Without technical difficulties.
Uh,
Why is that our motto at this point?
I know,
That's sad.
Especially with a techie at the head. Like, come on, dude.
it took me 20 minutes to finally get the thing to listen to me. So, tonight, today, this afternoon, whatever time it is for whoever's watching us, it's Sand and Magic.
Yay!
Tell me my first before.
Before we begin, a couple of quick announcements. First and foremost, if you're attending DeluCon, there is an app that you can download to help you connect with other attendees, events, and whatnot going on. I just got done downloading myself, and it's called Whova. W-H-O-V as in Victor, A.
Hold on. You want to say that one more time for those of us in the back?
I'm waiting till everybody's got their thing pulled up.
WHOVA.
Thank you. Whova, and look forward to DeluCon to connect with all of the things going on at the event. You can also communicate with some of the different attendees, set up meetings, do carpooling, request an Uber, all those different fun things. So, that's outstanding. Second, we are going to be doing dice giveaways. As soon as we get back from DeluCon, we are going to do 3 dice giveaways back to back to back. Yeah, sweet.
Yeah.
Can you hand me them? Or we can do this.
You don't need me. You have a Tim. I've been
I'm
replaced.
not sure how well you guys are going to see this, but we've got one right here. They look like an oil slick color almost. We've got another one right here. These are crimson red. And the last one here is a really nice dark blue. There are logo emblazoned D10s and D6s in each set. How many do we have in there?
I think 2
I think that
D10s
was
and 3
in 9
D6s.
sets. Yeah, it's 2 D10s that are emblazoned with an extra percentile 10,
And then 3
and
D6s.
3 D6s that are emblazoned. These are a prototype run of something that we'll be doing in the future, so you guys get the first edition of these dice. We will be doing that throughout the week of Halloween. Okay, can't do that thing. What else do we have to announce? Do we have anything else to announce?
Not that I know of, other than because it's DeluCon, we will not have a Saturday.
Right.
And Wednesday is not Strahd, it is
Friday?
Saltmarsh.
Yeah, this next coming Wednesday is going to be Saltmarsh as opposed to Curse of Strahd, because my wife is going to become one of those kick-arse black belts.
Keep saying that like I'm gonna pull it off.
You are going to pull it off.
Yes. You're gonna get your black belt.
I mean, you've got a second on sitting here telling you you're going to do it. You can't not listen to your
Master
senior.
Scott
Yes.
knows you're gonna get it.
And our instructor, 6th Town Master Scott.
Okay.
Do it.
It's still scary.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's gonna be
We're not
scary.
denying that. It's scary. So next Wednesday is going to be Ghost of Saltmarsh as opposed to Curse of Strahd, so that you can get ready for the test.
What am I missing?
Saturday the 19th, we will not be streaming, as many of us, if not all of us, are going to be at DeluCon. And Sunday the 20th, we may or may not be doing Dragon Heist. It all depends on how well we feel after having spent an entire weekend being silly people at a con.
Right.
Actually, there is one other note that I'm going to toss out there. I am going to talk to Miss Roper and see if they have an open table for me to do a one-shot.
Cool.
I'm gonna see if I can do the same one shot that we did the other weekend.
Okay.
Other than that, let's get into this. Sand and magic. The four of you were traveling through the desert, trying to find a Death Eater, also known as a Lich. Found yourself in a cave that ended up being the home of a young dragon that you guys managed to defeat and escape the lair of, only to notice soon after a gigantic dragon made of steam and water burst forth from underneath that cave,
Mama says hello.
stole two of your camels, and took off to the west.
Poor Balthazar.
Right?
You continued to travel through the desert, only to notice a couple days later there was black smoke on the horizon that you guys went to investigate. And without showing your hand, realized that the city was decimated by a giant dragon made of steam and water.
Oops.
Oopsie.
You didn't do it.
On top of that, the sandstorm that you've been watching on the horizon looming seems to have started to pick up its speed. Last we knew, 3 of you had wandered into the city to help gather and find the injured. And one of you decided to hang out and heal the injured. As the day wore on, you all made your way back to the triage center outside the city gates and were sitting down to feast. And we pick up with you guys ending the feast and heading to some tents that you guys were given to rest in.
So that Jan was in character.
I'm sure it was.
I don't know about you, but I'm so tired I can hardly hold my axe up. Kira, how you feeling?
Not that heavy.
Oh, me either. Do you think they have coffee here?
Good, hope so.
What, you prissy elves didn't like coffee?
They don't like coffee.
I don't know. How do prissy elves like coffee?
I like coffee, my brother doesn't, but I do.
That explains a lot, actually.
That's
Both
why
in character and out. What about you, Grug? Do you like coffee? We could make our own coffee and call it Highlander Grug. The Highlander Grog.
No.
You're adorable.
Not a fan. Thanks though.
Well, maybe I'll go meet someone at a coffee shop. Do they have coffee shops?
I think
You are in a triage
think it got
center
burned
outside
down.
a city that got destroyed by a dragon, and you're looking for a coffee shop. Yes, the local
Healers.
celestial coin is sitting over
They
in that
look
pile of
kiosk.
rubble,
River
smoldering in black smoke. So yes, you
Healers.
can get coffee from underneath that.
Healers run off coffee. I'm just telling you, as one who used to be one, I know.
she's not wrong.
All right, fine. I guess I'll just take a sip of my water skin and lay down and rest. But I want to look around and, see if there's anything else last minute I can do, like other bandages that need to be rolled as I sit there and unwind for the night. I can wind something else up.
No.
Oh, okay.
I'll
Well,
go
then I
with-
don't
Ah, hello, Skeleton Games. We finally got my computer running because, it was being a jerk. So, welcome.
Hello.
Welcome.
know. Ew.
Oh, I think you guys can do whatever you like. I'm gonna go try to find who's in charge, see if we can find some information on this lich that we're supposed to be looking for.
Well, when we find this lich, what the heck are we supposed to do with it? It's a Death Eater, and wait a minute. If it is a Death Eater, and we are not dead, then technically it can't hurt us, right?
I don't think it works that way.
Honey,
Well, if we just throw a corpse at it and it'll be distracted, and while it's distracted with its food, we go whack!
You need sleep.
Maybe
Oh,
a
wait,
little
wait,
bit.
wait,
Making
wait.
less sense than normal.
Wait. How will we know that it is a lich?
Does it float?
If she weighs the same as a duck, She's made of wood.
But does a lich float?
Oh my god. I'm going to bed.
Oh, you don't know.
You guys can debate this all you want. I'm going to bed.
I'm gonna go
We
try to
were
find someone
way
in
worse
charge.
last night.
Oh god.
And I had to
As
DM
you
that.
start to make your way around camp, you realize
That's all
that
character.
almost everybody is starting to bed down. They're working on a skeleton crew right now, just taking care of just taking care of the injured and whatnot. The only in charge persons you're seeing right now are those who are dealing with the med tent.
Are they positive?
You're not there.
Do they have a positive charge?
You're not there.
Okay. Sorry, I can't help it.
He's being negative.
Is there okay? So there's basically nobody left like living in the city or staying in the city, right?
Nobody's
Everybody's,
staying in the city.
everybody's out in these tents.
Correct.
Okay.
Before they bounce off each
Is there a big tent?
Yeah, with,
With
a lot
banners
of injured
and-
people.
Not that one.
Oh.
With banners, like a military-looking tent.
No.
This place sucks.
freaking bounce off each other.
Maybe they're valence.
Huh?
And I'm the one who needs sleep and coffee. There's something wrong with our elf. She's broken.
It sounds like the three of them are discussing how to make the Higgs boson in our kitchen.
I'm just
This
trying.
is the
I'm just
dining
trying to
room,
find.
That's the kitchen.
Just
I
trying
know
to
you're
find
not
some
doing it in the
information.
dining room.
I'll keep looking around until I find
Roll me one of them.
general or mage.
Roll me a constitution.
Roll me a
No,
constitution?
roll me a constitution.
Me? Save?
No, just
Check?
constitution. Just a check.
12.
Well, you are feeling the aches and
I
pains
think I can do
of
better. I can do
not
better.
having rested for an entire day traveling through the desert and tearing through a city to find people. You're feeling very tired.
But I'm stubborn.
You are.
Maybe we should go. I'm gonna go to bed.
I'm
Find
going to bed.
I just
Yeah.
walked away. I walked away from you three.
You do find a number of people wandering around.
Oh,
you, skeleton.
Thank you, skeleton. And yes, it is. We do have Dragons in the Dining Room shirts. Thaco, you should stand up so we can see you better. And you have Sinal's tag on you.
I do. What in the world is going
Woo!
on here? Am I on the wrong one? I am on the wrong one. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I just had to fix the stream again because everything goes wrong today. Some days are my worst days, aren't they?
It does seem like Sundays are the days we typically have more issues.
I wonder if we went to church first, if we'd still have those same issues.
Probably.
Asking for a friend.
Probably. What are we looking to share? What am I looking to share?
Our shirts.
Our shirts.
Oh, yes. We are doing some research into how to make it affordable for people like you guys to acquire these shirts.
I think we
Because
should have one shirt giveaway.
right now, I'm not going to stick with the same company that I used if I can find it cheaper, and I think it's possible to do it for at least $10 cheaper going forward.
Cause yeah, we could probably check out a couple different sites.
We got a local.
We've got a local that
Okay.
we're going to go through, and if I can figure out a place to get bulk shirts for cheap, then I can knock off easily $8 to $10.
Yeah. And we've got a plan for that too.
So, yes, I am looking forward into getting t-shirts out there. I'm also going to be doing some research into some little merchandise. I think it'd be really fun to make.
Thank you.
I think it'd be really fun to look into making keychains with
Yes.
a little guy on them.
Aww.
And then we are looking into, if anybody has suggestions out there for a really good place to get full sets of customized dice, let me know. I know one site for sure, but I'm looking to compare prices. So yes, Grug,
Yeah.
as you're wandering around camp, you do run into what looks like some guards.
Right.
And again, it's a very skeleton crew type thing going on here.
Oh, that was a good one. You're right.
And they're just kind of pacing about, looking pretty glassy-eyed.
Kind of like the rest of us.
Yep.
Kind gentle sirs,
Huh?
can you direct me to who's in charge around here?
Well, I'll tell you exactly who's.
Under new management. Yeah, I can tell you, but I'd like to first inform you that he's asleep.
Okay.
Down by the med tent, if you head back toward the gate, about 6/10, that's his.
6/10 in from the med tent towards the gate.
Correct.
Thank you. What's his name?
That is a very good question. I have not made it that far.
General something or other?
We shall call him Hugh.
You call your General Hugh.
Yes.
And you think I'm bad. I just want to point this out.
Hoof and Trot. What's the name of the village? Hoof and Trot, because it's only a hoof and trot away from the city.
Oh my god. I was so done. Like animated armor stuff.
Okay, thank
Worse.
We call him Hugh. He's actually, none of us are really military here. We're just kind of a militia.
What is he then? What would he be? Would he be your commander?
Well, he is the commander of us for the moment. He's on the city council
Sounds good.
and he does work with security for the city. But
Does he know anything about the area, the city? Does he know what's going
yes,
on?
he's one of the council that takes care of the city.
Just making sure. Thank you for your help.
Of course.
Go to bed.
I can't. It's my rotation.
Go to bed, I said.
You are not Hugh.
I'll get you.
Not now. He's sleeping.
Kill him.
I'll get
Alright,
you.
now that I know where he is, I'm gonna go to bed.
Okay. And you watch as the hands on the clock go.
What's a cloak?
8 hours later, you guys rise. Morning has come, or is still, because the sun never really sets. And there is a hustle and a bustle going on in camp. There are a few more people up and about moving after the assistance from your lovely healer. And
Asher, 5 in the morning.
what are you
He's
guys
tired.
up to?
Quick question.
Quick answer.
Do I have one less point of exhaustion?
Yes, because you guys slept fine. Anybody with exhaustion loses a point.
I'm gonna go find out if there's any more people I need to heal.
There are the significantly less injured now in the med tent that are just basically being bandaged and touched up.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Salves, ointments, tinctures, things like that going on.
I'm gonna check on everybody.
But most everybody is the only ones that are still laying down on cots and whatnot are the ones that, you know, they have broken bones. They're not able to actually move right now.
Yep.
But the seriously injured are taken care of.
Okay.
If that's the case.
I will go find Hugh.
It does not take you very long to do so.
Hey, where are you going?
I'm gonna go find Hugh.
Who's Hugh?
Hugh's the guy apparently in charge around here.
Well, I'll come with.
Alright,
Okay.
just let me do the talking. I'm much more charismatic than you are.
You can have her boyfriend Ghost if you want.
Yeah, where? Wait, I don't see ghosts.
They
I
were
see
right
spider
over.
web.
They're over my shoulder.
They're just over her shoulder.
Oh. Don't see him. Hey, Wheezy!
Weezy!
Hello!
Oh, I see. I thought that was a spot on my phone screen.
No, for some reason it's being the animation is being really silly.
I can't catch him. I was trying.
Yeah, it's like it's not. It didn't. It's
Yeah,
not buffering or
there's a
something.
hiccup going on,
Yeah.
which bothers me some.
The only other thing I noticed is now, like during the day, this side's really dark again. But I think it's just because the sun is just right.
Right.
Because it's full. Oh, hi,
Hey,
Hello.
Krabby!
Now we have all three of them on the stream.
We have Wolfie, Krabby, and Wheezy all on the stream at
The
once.
Trinity is here.
Skeleton games. Either way,
He's still Wolfie to us.
he was a howling good time to me. So
Here we go.
the puns are coming.
You're on the way to Hugh. It doesn't take you very long before you manage to find him. As he's doing rounds, checking on the various peoples. And as you're walking toward his tent, you see a contingency of 3 people walking around, and one of them that has an air about him of authority, but he doesn't seem arrogant or
Okay, so he's not a prick.
he doesn't seem like it from the onset. And as you approach, you do hear somebody refer to him as Hugh.
Oh, okay, so Hugh's not the prick.
That's it.
I thought you said Hugh and there was another guy there as well.
There are 3 there. There's Hugh and 2 others with him, and the one guy you see is referred to as Hugh by somebody he's talking to.
Okay.
And he doesn't seem like he's arrogant or anything like that. He seems pretty cool.
Okay. Good morning, sir. May I borrow a few minutes of your time?
I don't recognize you.
I don't recognize you either.
That makes 2 of us. What's up?
Well, my name's Grug.
Bro speak.
Me and some companions of mine came into town the other day, seeking some shelter. We found, of course, what had happened here, and we were wondering. We stopped to assist where we could, but we are on a mission that we need to continue, and we were wondering if there was any assistance that you could provide us, any information, any supplies, anything like that.
What is it you are doing?
We have been sent out here to track a Death Eater.
We're going to kill the Lich. It exploded our city and pulled us here.
Slow down.
And I said, let me do the
What?
talking.
Alright, fine. You do the talking.
So what I said. Ignore what she said.
But what I said has to do with what you said.
I will put you in a little bag and throw you in a corner.
Promise.
Are you still
I
playing
get my
Final
backpack
Fantasy
out.
15?
Those 2 are playing Final Fantasy 15.
Awesome. Are you so a
wanna
Death
play.
Eater?
Ew! Yeah. A lich.
I need to. I have it.
I
so many games.
I'm unaware of a Death Eater coming through town. I mean, we have the calamity with whatever that beast was that raised the town, but I was unaware of the Death Eater.
There were apparently some attacks throughout the desert at oases. Oasis. That's what I said. You just didn't hear me. You haven't heard anything about that?
I have not heard about a Death Eater.
Have you noticed the gigantic sandstorm that has been lingering?
We were in the process of shoring up all of our facilities, and as we were almost finished with it, that's when we got attacked by the beast in the sky.
Right, okay. Would anyone else around here, are there any scouts, travelers? Anyone else has come through?
We have called everybody back to the city because of the looming sandstorm.
Bollocks.
Thanks, Wheezy. Thanks.
I love our chat.
I'm lucky. I got a 7. That makes me lucky, right? Hey, Thaco, I got lucky.
Shh! You're in a bag, remember?
You didn't put me in the bag.
I put her in my backpack.
Okay.
Opposed grapple!
I'm raging.
Ooh, I got a 14. I think that's the highest I've gotten.
At disadvantage.
And you just wasted that.
I don't care. It was worth it.
Right, so I don't need information then apparently, but are there any supplies you could assist us with while we continue on in our search?
Sir, I don't mean to be rude.
Did you just assume my gender?
I don't mean
Don't
to
even.
be rude, but my city has
It's
been
ma'am.
raised. My city has been raised by a beast, and you want me to give you supplies.
I was merely requesting supplies. I am not making any demands. We obviously know that there is some trouble here, which is why we pitched in where we could, including donating some of our own healing supplies.
To which I am eternally grateful. However,
We saved Sam.
many of our supplies are going to have to go back into the city to rebuild before the sandstorm comes and destroys the rest of the city.
Maybe if you're able to assist us and we can take care of what we need to take care of, you won't need to worry about a sandstorm destroying your city. You must have known that this is not a natural sandstorm. You're from here. I'm from here. We're practically brothers.
I'm not from here!
You're in my backpack! I punched my backpack.
Oh, there we go. The animation's working better now.
Yay.
So we got a minor hiccup.
You?
I must decline.
Well, I guess we just have to go to the Death Eater
I
on our
can't
own.
pay you from my backpack.
Or what? We'll do something.
I'll let you out of my backpack.
I guess we'll just have to go after the Death Eater on our own then.
On our own what? We have no food, we have no water.
Wait.
I'm now out of healing potions because I've donated it to these people.
I've got like 5 food.
5 food?
Yeah.
I eat 5 food each bite.
She is 5.
That's a good point too.
She's the size of 5.
That's true. I suppose we do still have at least 2 rations with us. Now that I think about it. Okay.
Each worth 10.
You know,
They're each worth 10.
thinking about it,
No, she's kind of skin and bones.
Yes, Mr. Hughes person.
thinking about it, I may be able to assist you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I guilt you into something?
No, I just had an idea.
How are you still alive?
Right.
Because I'm the strongest orc man alive.
In like every campaign.
Dragon riding monk, bro.
Be super jealous. I punched a dragon to death. What's up?
Did you get the kill?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Because I'm a badass.
Who's here? Someone's here, I feel it.
Anyway, sorry, Hugh.
I may be able to help you, but it's going to be
It's Mike. Okay.
It's at a request of my own.
Hey, what's that?
I'm sorry, I don't understand you.
What's your request? What is it?
Oh. Does she always talk like something is stuffed in her cheeks?
She's not from here, I don't believe.
I most humbly beg your pardon. Would you kindly
I put her
tell
back in
your
my backpack.
request?
Bite me.
We haven't invented it yet, but I have some duct tape. No, we cannot bring out
Bring out the
Connery. He's
Connery.
not here
I
today.
wish.
We have
Welcome home, Mike.
a bit of an issue below our city.
An issue below your city. Okay, what's the issue below your city?
We have locked up. We have sealed an underground
I love seals.
structure, series of caves. Beneath us there are creatures down there that tend to raid the city.
Sounds familiar.
Oh,
You're not
I'm
there.
not there.
you are there.
It's the two of us.
And we're loath to put any resources toward to taking care of it. But now that we see this sandstorm coming, and as you put it, it is unnatural. If you could clear out the cave structure, it would give us something subterranean that we would use as better shelter during the sandstorm. And anything that you may find down there, of course, is yours.
I'm in.
I think we should certainly discuss this with the others.
Yeah, they'll agree. What else are they gonna do? One of them's an adopted sister and one of them's an elf.
When you say there's something down there that's raiding, can you be a little bit more specific?
All we have seen is shadows in the night. And
In the
they are
still
quick.
of the night.
Okay. Have they left behind footprints? We talking gobos? Are we talking
Oh, they're
rats? Are we
nothing
talking?
as simple as a goblin.
Are we talking demons?
There are some who say they are. The only real clues that we have is that it's always
Sunny and Phil.
some sort of livestock or meat that is being taken.
So they're hungry.
Is it chupacabra?
But they've never gone after anyone living.
Okay,
Wait.
Or any person, I should say.
that's interesting.
It's always been livestock and meat.
Has it been to the point where it's worth? I mean, if they're not being violent towards your people, is it to the point worth actually
You would understand.
dealing with them?
You would understand.
I would understand.
Coming from being in this desert type of civilization, livestock is an extremely scarce commodity.
Okay.
We're
Because
going to
they
save the cows.
Because they don't have grazing
Probably have
lands.
cows. They probably have goats.
Do they have cows?
They probably have
They
goats.
do not have cows.
Oh, we can't go save the cows. What else do they have for livestock?
Camels, goats,
Anything cute.
dogs.
Oh, okay, we're gonna go save the puppies. I'm good now. Llamas and goats didn't do it for me, or camels and goats, but puppies, I'm in.
Okay.
You know what? I think that this is probably something that we can handle.
Katie likes puppies.
Especially because
He
our
likes
party is stupid for puppies.
That one is at least.
No, trust me, they're all going to be the same.
Oh, okay.
I would make a request to your request to my request.
Be my guest.
Whoa.
I like
That's a
that.
trip.
That was good.
That's a trip.
How could that not be good?
Do you have an armory that we could get stuff from to assist us?
I might be able to lend you something. Yes.
to restart you.
What is it that you are
No,
looking
one. It's a little bug in the system.
What is it that you're looking for?
I would like whatever you are willing to give us. Magic bows, magic axes, Magic, what do you use again? You're not there, but
Use
long swords,
and long bows.
long bows. We would like good, cool stuff, Hugh.
We are.
By the way, I'm sorry. Is there something else I can call you? This is ridiculous. What's your title?
Hugh.
Your title's Hugh. What's your name?
Hugh.
Hugh. Hugh. Hugh. Hugh. Hugh.
Do you know what my last name is?
Hugh.
Hugh.
Oh,
Hugh. Hugh.
oh
Hugh,
God,
Hugh,
I want
Hugh,
to kill him.
You just want to kill everybody.
I don't take a title. I am just as much a person in this city as anyone else. I have no need for a title. If you really wish to address me with formality, sir will work just fine.
Sir Hugh, we would like to request access to an armory, if you have one, with cool, shiny bits in it, and then we will happily take care of your problem in exchange for a little bit of food and stuff to get us on our way to take care of another problem that will also benefit you and your people. God, I'm good.
Good job,
Roll a persuasion.
Oh, I'm so good.
I could just imagine Greg going, good job, girl.
I will
High
self
five
I will
myself.
self high five myself.
That's awesome.
You will self high five.
19.
19 persuasion. Nice.
That's a 18 plus 1.
As you're discussing, as you're giving him this
Now I'm
speech,
really fun.
you see him start to grin a little bit. Just a little tiny half smirk.
Because he's obviously attracted to me.
Very attracted to you.
I'm not.
That's why you're not smiling.
And have you ever considered politics?
No!
Funny you should ask.
I take that as a no.
In game, yes. Out game, no.
That was very well said. I will allow you access to the armory. However, I do not know what is still in there.
That's fair.
So feel free, take a look. If there's something that catches your eye, let me know what you took or return it when you're done.
Of course.
Either way.
Alright, let's go get these two and see if we can find cool shiny bits.
I need to do one small
Only if
thing
you quit
before
shoving
we
me in your bag.
continue.
Sorry, I took you out again.
Okay.
I
Is that just what you're gonna do?
And then I gave you a piece of candy.
Ooh, skinny.
Okay.
So what you're saying is that's your new battle tactic. Is you're gonna put me in your backpack, and then when there's enemies, you'll be like, go get them and throw me, and I'll smash it with my axe. And then when I'm done, you give me a piece of candy, and I'll go back in the backpack.
First of all, that's genius. Second of all, I may not even throw you out of the backpack. Just stand up in the backpack and swing as I'm swinging.
Swing low, sweet cherry.
Come for to carry me home. That's gonna be stuck in my head. Good job.
You're welcome.
No one knows the verse to that, just the chorus. By the way, people are disappointed.
Hey, look at you and all your little bits.
Hey, Mistra.
Trying to catch up to me?
No.
Oh, okay. You got a ways to go, it looks like.
All the bits.
I know, I'm just.
So what's our plan? Because if we catch up with the Death Eater is going to kill us. But I think if we go down to this place and we kill the things, then we're going to get the experience that we need to go after the Death Eater. Because right now, I don't think I can handle the Death Eater.
She's talking like a gnome.
I also do not feel confident in our abilities to handle the Death Eater.
I don't think we can be friends anymore, in game or out.
You
Wait.
talk every gnome we've met.
You're not a
is
gnome?
best.
It's not the fast. It's the fact that the gnomes are actually just kind of
I
worthless.
thought you two were
Alright.
gnomes this whole time.
So you guys make your way to
Excuse me, I'll
the
go
city.
throw up.
As Hugh describes two things to you. First, the armory you will find in the city. If you head down the main strip, 3 streets, turn left, head down, you'll see probably one of the few buildings that is standing almost undamaged,
Oh, that worked out.
as it is made from pure stone.
I would assume it's like the fort.
If chat sent me coffee, I would make a gnome. That would
And
be my line.
inside this location, you're going to find 2 things. 1, you're going to find prisoners. 2, you're going to find the armory.
Okay.
Don't let the prisoners loose.
Or I'm sorry, you're Hugh right now talking to me. Okay, I didn't know if you were still the DM. Hi. No, of course, we're not dumb-ish.
I've seen
I know, we
people
let
make.
you
I've
loose.
seen people bamboozled by people, by the likes that are in the prison. Second thing you need to note is opposite the city, from where we are, you will see one large outcropping of stones, butt up against the wall. You will also notice that there is a slab of stone.
Return the slab. Sorry.
I don't think that's how it goes.
No one else saw Courage the Cowardly Dog?
I don't think that's how it goes.
I'm too old.
There is
No.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
Well, not you, but you don't count. You didn't watch the fun stuff.
I watched all this stuff. This
I just didn't.
the stone slab is magically enchanted. It is also the only thing sealing the cave from anything getting out. As since we've sealed it, we haven't seen any of the shadows in the night. As he reaches into a pouch and hands you a small, another small stone. Looks almost like a stone
See you
coin.
later, Wolfie. Have fun. Good luck. It was good seeing you.
Have fun. Enjoy. We'll see yous. And written on it is a small hieroglyph. It doesn't mean anything in and of itself.
Okay.
It's just a letter, and you would recognize it as just that. It's almost like a little pin. You guys make your way. Heading to the armory first.
Hey, so here's the deal. If you guys are interested, we
I
can.
suppose you got to pick up the rest of the party.
Yeah, we can get a couple more supplies, or a little bit more supplies, but before we do that, Hugh needs us to do some stuff. You guys down to go raid the armory and then go take care of some stuff?
Why not? We're already here.
Alright.
Quick side note, Wolfie, I will try and tune in for part of it because I'll be in the gym training until like half an hour before you guys start. So I'll try and bump in for at least the first part of it. If I'm alive. If she doesn't kill me first.
I'm not gonna kill you.
Yeah, you are.
You
That's
will
just
be.
strap mine, but I'm
We'll make sure that once you go live, we'll make sure to host you as well.
I was gonna say I gotta find what is it. That's his actual
That
channel.
is
name?
the channel name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'll have to follow him too.
Yes. Yep.
That's
Yes.
exactly
Chip
it.
and
Oh god,
Dale's.
now that song's stuck in my head.
Which one?
Gummy bears bouncing here and there and everywhere.
I never watched that one, but having
Done
Chuck
my
and
hair.
Paula's brothers.
Chip and Dale.
Rescue Rangers, Chip and Dale.
Mike, save
That
me.
just happened.
Save me.
Teenage Mutant
Ninja
Ninja
Turtles.
Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Turtles in a half shell. Turtles and fighting team.
Oh.
I can't even anymore.
Anyways, yes, we would like to go to the armory.
Alright, so you guys make your way into town.
Can I poke fun at all the prisoners as I walk by
You
the
can
way?
do whatever you would like,
I would
but
like to
you
be-
have not made your way to the
Yes,
armory
there is.
yet.
Okay.
We can do Dragon in the dining room stairs. Sorry. We're back.
What would that be, Gabs?
We were gone for a minute, but we're back now.
As you guys are making your way through the town, I would like for each of you to roll a dexterity save.
You did. Okay.
See you in a minute, Krabby.
I'm jealous, Krabby.
Right, likewise. Ooh, steak. We're having
Starting with Katie.
Ooh, yes.
that Wednesday. No.
Katie,
Yeah, dirty 20.
Kita.
25.
Awesome.
Because you
Growth.
said save, right?
22.
And Ash.
9.
Alright,
Oh,
so
honey.
everybody knows how to roll their dice except for Ash.
Apparently, that one's going in timeout.
As you guys are making your way through town, there is a lot of structural damage. There is damage to the streets. It's just a mess. But a lot of the fires have been put out. A lot of you only see a couple of parties looking for trapped folk now. it seems that the major part of the calamity has been taken care of relatively quick. I mean, you're not sure how long the city's been burning, but
Well, we would know actually, because we unleashed the dragon.
You know,
and there was 3 days between when you saw the dragon.
Well,
and the city.
we know it hasn't been more than 3 days.
2 to 3-ish days. Okay.
So
anyways.
it was done relatively quick.
And
We
it
got
was
all
sorry.
of this stuff cleaned up. As you guys are making your way through town, though, you still hear the shudders, rumbles, and creaks of the buildings, and every so often you'll hear the crash of something falling down, as it is when things are damaged. About halfway toward the armory, you hear another one of those shutters, and it is right there on the street with you.
Oh.
All of you get the chance to dodge and run and get out of the way of the collapsing building that is right there, with the exception of Ash,
Our healer.
who is now trapped underneath rubble from a fallen building.
Oh
am I conscious?
We'll find out
You're
in a
apparently
second
going to
here.
find out. Yeah.
Great.
As die.
Rocks
Oh,
fall,
good
I die.
God! You guys don't want me rolling damage anymore today.
no. Okay, pulling up.
Rocks fall, I die.
Actually, finally, yeah.
16 points of bludgeoning damage.
That's not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
You are prone. You are restrained. You are unconscious. Or not unconscious. You are conscious. But until the building is removed from your person, you will be taking more damage as you are pinned.
Great. Quick, Grog, we gotta save him.
All right. Well, how far away are we? Feet.
Probably feet away, yeah.
Okay.
Feet away?
Feet
Feet
away.
away.
I will jump in and start moving rubble because I'm super strong, and I'm probably gonna be raging as well because I'm
Roll me a
really
strength check.
upset.
Oh,
I was walking too close to the building.
You tried to stand where the window was, but you missed.
You know what? I'm gonna have to use one of my lucky points too, and that guy's going on timeout.
One of your lucky points.
Oh yeah.
because
Oh, I
Grog's
forgot you
lucky.
took lucky.
And this is the first time I've used it because I
He's a star.
with advantage I rolled 2 1s, which
But
is
he
just
tried
unfair.
5 bars.
So strength check, strength save.
Strength check.
Okay, that is a 17.
Okay. You're able to start moving the rubble, but it's difficult.
Can I see Ash at all? Is he completely buried?
The ash is gone. There's rubble.
I will start digging too.
Okay.
Strength?
Hi, you're there too.
Yeah, I'm gonna start digging too.
Oh, okay.
$11.
How did I get better on strength than you?
I don't know. It shouldn't be possible. It's
15.
really, really, really low.
15.
My strength is a 17.
Mhm.
I rolled like poo.
Like,
There we go. That's kind of brutal too. As you guys start moving the rubble and getting and chucking things out of the way, there is, you can hear all of this shifting and whatnot as the weight goes on. Ash, are you doing anything while you are pinned under all this rubble?
You said I'm unconscious.
No, I
He's
misspoke.
corrected.
Corrected that.
What part of me is pinned, or is it from the neck down I'm pinned, or...
Oh
Body
boy!
day!
For anybody who really wants, a body dye is amazing.
Please scream so we know where you.
Ah!
Your right leg is trapped. And we will say that it's up on the thigh.
Oh.
I saw this in Tomb Raider. Just wiggle.
And yeah,
Does it feel like it's possibly broken?
Quit asking questions and just scream.
it is not.
Okay, good.
Just barely knocks. You can tell that if it had landed any different, it probably would have shattered the bones.
Yeah, first thing that's gonna come out of my mouth is
There
In
he
that
is.
high,
It's
squeaky
coming.
voice.
In that high squeaky voice.
No,
yes.
not in a high squeak
I'm sure
voice.
that would have come out in Elven.
Mother.
Well, actually,
I don't know how
first it
Elf
comes out. It's a mix. It sounds really weird because as I repeat that word, it's going from common to Elvish to Sylvan and back.
So all we hear is Druvishta.
What are
Over
you
and over
doing
and
though, other than making noises?
Well, first off, I'm basically doing a body check to be like, okay, that's the only part that's pinned.
Air pocket.
I'm prone. Well, I'm prone on my back, I'm guessing. I'm gonna see if there's any, like, if I can see any holes.
No.
It does matter though.
No.
I know it does. That's why I'm not saying anything.
Part of me goes, if you try to move things, it's all gonna, the rest of it's gonna collapse in on you. So I'm pretty much just gonna stay where I am for now.
Okay.
Just because there's gonna be a huge danger if I start trying to move things around.
Okay.
All of it can come down on me.
As you're
As
you're sitting there and you can feel the rubble and whatnot shifting
Mm-hmm.
even without you doing anything. And as it does, there's another small shift, and you can feel as the rubble that's trapped to your leg kind of jostles, and you take another 6 points of bludgeoning damage. This one is subdual though. Subdual means it will knock you unconscious rather than kill you. It's non-lethal.
Okay. But I still subtract that from my damage.
Correct.
Okay.
You guys have started moving the rubble away. You can hear stuff shifting, and there is a perception roll needed from everybody.
Yeah, and every time something shifts, I'm immediately gonna cover my head.
Group,
Passive 14.
Kita,
Passive 14.
and Katie.
And passive of 14.
All right. You guys don't hear anything yet.
You guys are so freaking observant.
Huh?
You guys don't hear anything yet.
I'm still digging.
All right. Roll me another strength check.
Just keep digging, just keep digging.
20.
Cool.
I'm digging.
Okay.
Not as well as I was before.
Okay.
Like at all. That was a 6.
Awesome.
Is there anyone else in our area that can come and assist?
With that perception roll
Of 14.
of 14, you do notice that there are some other groups around, but again, far less than before. You think you might be able to catch one of their attentions if you shout loud enough.
I would shout at them and ask them to come and assist us.
Okay. You start moving some of the rubble. Again, it's fairly easy for you. Kita,
Yeah.
you grab what looks like it's going to be a really nice piece of timber, and as you go to yank, you realize that it doesn't move, and you have a sneaking suspicion that this piece of timber might go really deep into the pile of rubble, and you grabbed the wrong one.
It's going down when we grab that timber.
Ash.
I'm gonna keep.
Roll me a constitution.
Eight.
8.
It's my next character.
You start to cough as dust is being kicked up around you.
You're getting close.
I tried to cough into my shirt as much as I could.
Mm-hmm. And one more time from the group outside.
For
Whatever you're doing.
strength rolls? Okay.
That is bad.
Oh! Halfling.
I thought you were no.
I love you.
22.
22.
23.
17.
And 1,
2.
2.
Total 4.
Outstanding. Go you.
Maybe you should just go stand over there.
The
This
rocks
time-
off the pile, not on.
This time you go and pull,
Yeah.
and you're like, I know this one's not a really big piece. I know I can grab this one. And as you make your way over there, you grab that piece and roll me a percentile.
I'm gonna hurt myself.
Or kill me.
If you make a tabaxi rogue, is it a cat burglar?
49.
Okay.
Make one.
I've heard that one way too many times.
You're also the one who always says
I
no
know.
to vaccines, so.
I've never said no tabaxis.
Why can't we do no tabaxis?
We'll discuss it
She
later.
doesn't like cats.
She doesn't like cats, so no tabaxis.
Could I do a genasi?
Never said.
You don't like cats.
If someone did a tabaxi rogue and called it a cat burglar, I'd probably allow it just on the principle of the pun.
As you start tugging on this rock, you start to pull. And at first it doesn't move very well. And you get frustrated and just heave at this thing. And as you do, you watch as a 10-foot area of rubble starts to do this every time you tug on that piece of stone.
I immediately stop.
Welcome back, Krabby.
Hi, Grabby. Grabby.
You guys start to, pulling off another good set of chunk of rubble, and as you do, the other team shows up.
I pulled on the wrong gem piece.
I would like another Constitution save from you, Ash.
You need those.
What'd you get?
2.
Outstanding. As everything shifts, and you take, there we go, 11 points of subdual damage.
I'm out cold.
There you go. As you guys all do one last round of removing rubble, you pull some of the stones off, and there's Ash unconscious with his leg underneath a very large piece of timber and stone.
I feel like between me and Katie, we can probably move it.
We're gonna try.
One of you roll with advantage.
Oh, she's trying.
Fine.
Go for it. At advantage.
18 plus 5. 23.
23. You guys managed to get it off of her without, or him. You guys managed to get it off of him without causing any further damage.
Ash! Ash Hat, wake up!
Let's get him off the pile. As I'm holding up this big thing. Get him off the pile.
Both of you were holding it up.
Oh.
I'll move him.
You.
Ah. You found something you could do.
And the other people.
Maybe.
And then the other people that just showed up too.
Yep. Everybody starts to assist, and you get Ash out of the rubble and into a clearing in the street.
I, with my awesome medicine check, will check and see if I can figure out how to revive him.
You, with your awesome medicine check, watch as one of the 3 people that came over to help dumps a silvery red liquid
Thank God, because
down Ash's throat.
I don't know what medicine is.
Ooh,
And-
I could do CPR.
I was gonna slap him with this hand.
You get
So
5
nice.
hit points back.
I get how many?
5 hit points back. All of the subdual damage is gone.
That's still
16 of
5.
it.
Huh? Why
Oh,
was I
gotcha.
at 5?
Sorry.
The subdual doesn't. We don't use it very often. If I get 5 hit points back,
Yeah.
All of the subdual is gone.
So subdual was like temporary damage.
Correct.
Not
Which
okay.
was 16 of it was.
So all of that.
Yes,
So,
so you're
technically you get
21.
21 health back.
yeah, the subdual doesn't. We don't use it very often, so it confuses me.
Think of subdual damage as temporary damage, similar to temporary hit points. It's only there until you rest.
Ah, okay.
Or drink a healing potion.
And you are now awake.
And wide awake.
For the... We're going to have fun with this one. Roll me a d12.
My dice are not liking me. I almost don't dare.
What'd you get?
4.
Awesome. So, for the next 24 hours, you're going to be walking with a limp,
Okay.
which reduces your movement speed by 10.
Okay, call you Gimpy now that you're alive and not dead.
Well, that brings me from 40 to 30, so.
Either which way.
Right, well that was fun. So, how you feeling there, Ash?
Shitty.
Good.
Perfect, let's go
Good.
beat some stuff up.
Yeah, it fits in with the rest of us. Well, we're
You
not ready
guys,
to beat stuff up yet.
you guys continue.
Yeah,
it
we're
doesn't
still on
take
our
you
way to
more
the
than
armory.
about 5 more minutes before you get to the armory.
Yeah.
And when you do, you notice that Hugh was mistaken. The armory / prison did become damaged. And your guess is it must have happened after all of the major event did,
Yeah.
as about half of the building is now rubble.
Oh.
You know what scares me about this? Prisoners with an armory.
As you make
Maybe
your way,
they're friendly. Let's go in. I see nothing wrong with a strong, confident woman walking into a prison / armory.
I put her in my backpack.
How big is your backpack?
Big enough to fit a gnome.
I'm not a gnome, Darkass.
Which means it's even more roomy for you.
so what are you guys up to? Well, I
I'm
take
going
that
to
back.
go in.
Katie just starts walking into the building.
Yeah.
I'm following after my sister.
So you guys make your way into the armory.
I'm grumpy
Ash.
about following. Yeah.
Ash limps his way in.
Alright.
And you do indeed see prisoners with weapons.
I can handle them.
And the prisoners with weapons that you see are all dead.
Oh.
That is disconcerting. What are they dead from?
Stab wounds, cuts.
Are there any guards around?
No,
Does it look like they fought each other?
very potentially.
You shanked my sister, I'll shank you.
Oh,
I think they just... Obviously, someone didn't learn how to get along with others.
I will get my great sword out.
And as you do this, you also notice that the rubble and damage to the armory has taken off about a quarter of the building, which you can now see what was the armory, and half the prison cells are in that rubble. Inside that rubble, you see a couple of dead folk too.
I'm gonna get it.
Yeah, you got it.
You
Anyway.
notice there are some steel cabinets that were not damaged and are still closed.
Okay, probably means they're locked, otherwise the prisoners would have got in them.
Jacket and boots.
Someone here good with lock picks?
Or shoes.
I can do that.
Would you like to take a look at them?
Yeah, I can do
They
that.
died because their health hits you. You're not crabby, I think you're absolutely right on that
There are
one.
3 of these steel lockers, and they're about as wide as this door, about 4 feet tall, and about 3 feet deep.
Okay. So I'm gonna try and open.
I will check one of them just to see if it is locked.
All 3 of them are locked.
Okay.
That's what you missed.
We're puppy sitting.
Oh, good God.
I didn't know that.
That is a fantastic, oh my God, make it stop picture. That needs to go on Discord.
That's you and I.
This one?
And you're the cat.
That needs to go on Discord.
I will put that on display.
Because that is awesome.
Shoto's
That-
like, meow.
That is meme worthy right
Thanks,
there.
Weezy. Have fun with your
See,
cousin.
Weezy?
Have fun.
Tell your cousin we
Yo.
said hi.
Make your cousin watch us.
Yeah.
Just like strap him down to the chair and go all clockwork orange on him.
Who
You
names
will
Katie?
watch.
I'm Katie.
Cousin's name's Katie. It's probably a she.
Yeah.
Whatever. You got mad at me for assuming you were a he.
Oh,
Which Hugh never apologized for, by the way.
He was
he doesn't need to
I'm
apologize
gonna
for
kill
it.
him.
later, Weezy. Roll me one of them there lock picking checks.
Lock picking things. That's technically just sleight of hand, isn't it?
Nope, it's thieves' tools. It's a dexterity check plus
Efficiency if you're
proficiency if you're proficient in them, otherwise plus dexterity.
You should be.
You're a rogue. You're
What kind
proficient
of
in
rogue
these
would
tools.
not be good with thieves?
Are you a rogue?
Yeah.
Then
You're
proficient in
proficient.
them. Like just by being a rogue, you get to add your proficiency.
So Dex plus proficiency, that would be. Why don't I have that updated? That would be a 18.
Yes,
Aww.
with a little bit of
My preferred pronoun is you.
Honey. Honey.
I feel like we all want to send like the group hugs right now.
as you start to play with this, you realize that these are pretty well crafted locks. And it takes you just a little bit longer than normal. But click,
Sweet.
and I need you to roll a constitution save
Crap.
as
Roll.
it explodes in your face. I'm kidding.
Jojo. I'm sorry.
Once you open
It's JJ. He's a huge
Oh. You say that should be
What am I
explanation.
doing?
once you open the
yeah.
cabinet, you see 3 vials, a hat, and what looks to be a slightly strange looking stick about 3 feet long.
Pick up the stick.
'Kay.
Carefully.
Okay, what?
You just for picking locks.
Wait.
Because I know for Nivara, I've got roll d20 plus dex mod plus for me double.
That was just the
double
first cabinet,
proficiency.
That's
right?
because you
This
chose
is your-
expertise.
You were
Yes.
expert in it.
Yeah, and I think I took expertise in other things.
Yeah.
As you pick up this stick that's inside the
Hey,
cabinet,
Moondog.
Moondog! As you pick up this stick in there, and you start looking at it, it looks like a rounded rectangle piece of iron about yay long. See that? It's about this long.
Yep.
It's about an inch in width, and it looks like a rounded, like the edges on the thin side are rounded, beveled just a little bit. You know, if the stick was across like this, it's flat, and these outside edges are kind of beveled. And you're pulling a Darian. Every time she leans back, you lean back. Every time she leans forward, you lean forward.
It's hard not
And
to
with a
when
little
you're sitting
bit,
on
and with a little bit of,
I'll just stay here.
with a little bit of looking around, you notice that there's a small,
Right, Krabby?
what looks like a button on one side of it.
Is magic stick?
Okay. I'm gonna push the
It's a
button.
disco stick.
Okay.
Can you not point that thing at me when you're pushing that button?
I'm gonna put it directly at Krug's crotch. I'm kidding. I am
Okay.
so
If
kidding.
it's enlarged reduce, this is going to be
As
hilarious.
you Bing! Hey! How
We're
tall
gonna
are
keep
you?
this family friendly, guys. No.
How
No.
tall are you?
Oh gosh, I'm 3'1".
We should put that right about there. Okay. As you push the button, nothing seems to happen.
Thank God.
I'm not pointing it at you. God.
You said you were.
Nothing seems to happen.
Crabby's
Nothing seems
all
to
for
happen.
this.
You're holding it and you go like this, and nothing seems
Is
to
there
happen.
any inscriptions or anything on it?
As you go to turn it, it doesn't move.
I'm gonna let the button go.
Doesn't move.
Can I like let it go?
As you let it go, it doesn't move. It's stuck at this strange angle
Just floating
in
in the air.
mid-air at about
I'm gonna go.
2.5 feet in the air.
I'm gonna go like this above it. See if there's any wires.
Nope, nothing.
Magic.
I'm gonna push the button again.
Ding, 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 ding.
And that's mine.
There is also, again, there is also a hat and 3 vials.
I won't look at that. Well, you guys go ahead. I'm gonna wait until open the other 2 lockers.
Well, yeah. Why don't we just gather everything?
Yeah,
I
I'm
thought-
gonna open up the next one.
If you don't mind, I would say let's put it back in the locker. Let's go to the next one. Go to the next one, and then we'll see what's
Okay,
all.
just as long as somebody's watching to make sure none of these prisoners
Sure.
like hop up and
I'll
stab us.
I'll take a guard watch.
As you open up the second locker, you notice there is an arrow, another small vial, a small, let me describe that.
Right, Krabby?
Because alphabet is hard. Why don't I know the alphabet today?
A, B, C,
D.
Z,
Y,
X,
W,
V,
U,
T,
S,
R,
Q,
P.
yes,
O,
N,
Yeah, that's
L,
what I thought.
J,
You see what looks like a small
F,
dove's feather and a bag that looks like a fairly eloquent looking backpack. A couple of different pouches sewn into it and looks really decent.
Hey, magic type. Are any of these magical?
I'm sorry, I missed it. What was the bag? What else was there?
There was an arrow, another vial, what looks like a dove's feather, and a really well put together rucksack type backpack.
Kill.
Is there like a index where it has a short description of each item that we find?
No.
I want to investigate the backpack.
Okay.
I'm gonna open up my Cali senses
And I'm still keeping watch.
just because.
I want to try to climb in the backpack to see if it's big enough for Grove to carry me around
It
in.
is not.
It's not?
No.
I don't fit in the backpack?
No.
Okay, it's not a bag of holding.
I was gonna say, and she disappears.
It's not big enough for you to fit in. The mouth isn't big enough for you.
Oh.
You fit your foot in it.
But,
Wait, what?
I gotta write something down here real quick.
yeah, go ahead, because I don't have. Can I roll an arcana just for shiggles?
Okay.
It's an 8.
Not a clue.
Ash, do you know
I don't know
anything
what
about
any of
magic
this
stuff? Can you look at this stuff?
I can try.
Right.
Now I guess.
I mean, better late than never.
What did you roll?
16 arcana.
And which object are you checking out?
I want to know if that bag is a bag of holding.
It is
magical.
not. As a matter of fact, as you start to look at this, you realize that it's reminiscent of something else that it might be.
Right?
If it is what you're guessing it might be, this might be a Heward's handy haversack.
He's a handy haversack.
What?
What a what?
I haven't seen one of those in forever. I'm so excited.
What
Like Katie has no idea, but I'm excited.
A Heward's handy haversack.
What's that?
You're the one that just figured it out. You tell us.
And we started putting hacky sacks in the Hewitt's handy haversacks, then we handed the hacky sacks in the Hewitt's handy yeah, we
You
got
lost
really
it.
bad. I did, but it's alright. It was fun. We'd hand the haversack with the hacky sacks from, yeah. We got really bad at the shop one day.
Heward's handy haversack is much like a bag of holding. However, two things separate it. The first is it's more like a rucksack than it is just a pouch.
Mm-hmm.
And second, if you think about the object that you want to pull out of the haversack, it's always at the top.
Oh.
Unlike a bag of holding where you have to dig for it.
Oh, nice.
Joe, who do I owe
The
someone
last,
$1.
the last locker, when you open it up,
Yeah.
has a couple more vials in it and a scroll.
Well, we're taking all the vials.
Yeah. Do the vials look familiar? Do they look red and
Are
silvery?
you now taking them out and
Yeah.
looking at them?
Yes.
Yes.
Ah, yes. You find yourself with 5 potions of healing that you recognize. They're just standard healing potions.
1 each and 2.
Or put them in the
I was gonna
haversack.
say put almost everything in the haversack, because I'm gonna explain what it is.
You writing this down?
Mm-hmm.
There are 2 potions that you don't know. What?
Can I pinky test them?
You can, but they don't respond.
Do they happen to look like my potion of haste at all?
No.
Okay.
Or my invisibility.
Does it look
No.
like my potion of frost giant strength?
No. The one is a purple liquid with a oval looking cloud floating around in it that is a very pastel pink.
Weird.
The other one is a red potion, or a clear potion, sorry, it's a clear potion with a red bead, almost like a bubble, floating around in it that goes.
The lava lamp.
It's a lava lamp. The lava lamp
You know what it
potions.
is, Tim.
Then there's the cap, which no clue what it is.
Is it pointy? Asking for a friend.
Krabby wants to know if it's pointy,
It is not a pointy cap.
Oh.
but it would make Krabby really happy.
I want to put the hat on
Okay.
Gosh.
How big's the hat?
and then mimic Ash.
Okay.
Why?
You have a cap.
Oh, I'm pinned under rubble.
On.
That was my line. That was my line.
See if I heal any of you ever again.
I'm not doing anything.
I'm talking about
Here, take the hat then, and I'll take the hat off
It's
and
just
hand
out
it
of
to Ash.
love. I dug your ass out there because I love you. So I can tease you too.
The cap looks just like any normal piece of headwear.
Like a fedora.
Sure, we'll say like a fedora.
Is it a fedora? If it's a fedora, I'm never taking it off.
You can have the fedora.
Then you have the iron stick that you're playing with.
That's it. Wanna see?
There is the
Chop the bad guy.
dove's feather and the haversack. When you open up the scroll and look at it, that one's easier to figure out.
Even Krabby's getting in on it.
Yeah, I know.
1 second.
Okay, I gotta go grab a phone charger because I'm gonna die.
Shit.
Just remember, I was the
Go
first.
visit your dead boyfriend.
Just remember, I was the first one in there jumping in to save you.
I gotta figure out what class this is.
There's my phone charger. I did have it at home last night. Oops.
Is that pretty?
You look at it, and actually, Ash, I think you're the only one who would know this. You're Callie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're the only one who would know this.
Been sitting there for 30 seconds waiting for a high five.
As you undo the scroll, you recognize it as a scroll of resistance.
Oh, there's already shit plugged in there. What happened with?
And I'm keeping this.
Sorry, here, you can take mine out.
Yeah, I got it.
Here. Or you could use mine.
I got it.
So that is what you guys find.
Hey, orcs.
Hey, Orcs, don't go anywhere. Hold on. I don't know if you saw it yesterday. We pulled Corner Druid in here to show you.
And then you weren't there. See how you are?
Yeah.
I say we put most, if not all, of this stuff inside
Yep.
the haversack.
I agree.
Monkey bump for you for denying the high five.
No way, she let me hanging.
I didn't know.
Oh, never mind. It's her. She gets the monkey bump.
Yeah.
Those hurt.
I know.
Like, those hurt a lot.
But yeah, corner druid is okay. Corner druid is inside and safe and warm.
So, now that you have all of these items on your person,
She went to connect.
Who,
and he let it down.
who's going to take control of the haversack?
I will. I volunteer.
So wait, so Katie's just walking around.
Yeah.
It's a rucksack.
So it's on a stick, right?
No.
No.
It's a
It's a
backpack.
backpack. A rucksack is is what they wear in the military.
Oh, darn.
I volunteer unless anyone else wants it. Let's give it to the barbarian fighter. Nothing bad could possibly happen.
Nope.
Okay.
Unless
Now that you
want
have
it.
all of your stuff, what are you guys up to?
Did you have everything else written down?
Yeah.
That's in there?
Well,
Including the dove feather. the
Maybe
arrow.
we should give Ash one of the potions so Ash feels better and we can go fight that stuff.
Well, I mean, there's no real timeline or time crunch that we were under from Hugh. So why don't we just take a rest and mum's the word that, oh, yeah, some shit happened and it took us a little bit longer.
Let's
yeah,
just
'cause I'm
go
still
foot
kind of
stuff.
tired from a journey in the desert.
You had a full night's rest. It hasn't been that long.
I had 2 points of exhaustion.
You had a full night's rest. You're not that tired.
And then we moved a bunch of rubble.
I think,
You can't take more than one long rest in a 24-hour period.
I know, but okay, then maybe what we can do is help with some other excavations. Oh, I don't know.
I mean, it's like a whopping 8 o'clock in the morning, you know, so we got to do something.
Do we know that it's 8 o'clock in the morning?
I want
Because
to
the
go
sun
look
hasn't
for prisoners
moved.
and see if there's any left in
I
here.
know. 'Cause I'm
Prisoners?
good.
Yes, since
Yeah,
part of
there's
the,
lots of prisoners in there, and they're all bled out.
well, I meant alive ones. The dead ones aren't fun anymore.
I would like to go through the dead ones to see if they took any,
aren't
prisoners
much fun.
see if they took any of the cool weapons.
I'm gonna do the same. But see if there's
Everything
anything in the pockets.
seems mundane on them.
Okay.
It
Nothing.
appears to your inspections here that the nifty stuff you guys have. The rest of it was taken out of whatever lockup they had that wasn't as secure.
I want to see if there's any other trails of blood leading away, like somebody who killed all of them left.
It's a
There,
good thought, actually.
there does seem to be some blood trails that go in various directions, yes.
What do you think, Ash? I think we should go down and start fighting this stuff. We've got the gear.
Roll a survival.
In the meantime, let's get out of the building. It's obviously unstable.
Alright.
Do you need some help?
Till we figure out what
Yes.
we're doing.
Roll again with advantage.
Oh, we rolled it. Okay. There you go.
18.
You notice, I mean, a little bit difficult as, you know, Kita had to come over and help you,
Mm-hmm.
but you eventually start to pick out definitive trails, and you're guessing either 3 or 4 people made it out of the skirmish alive.
Maybe one of that's you.
Maybe
One
one of
of
them's
them's
the boyfriend
you?
or mistress.
There's
Maybe one of
3 or
them's you.
4 that look like they got out alive, but we don't know if they're prisoners or not.
Where are they heading?
They're various directions.
They kind of just all went.
I bet they had the magic stuff. Right, so anyways, just get out of the building. Because it's
Before it falls.
obviously unstable.
Alright, let's go to the place and kill all the things and...
Alright, so you guys make your way over to the other side of town,
Yeah.
and you avoid the major calamities on the
Now
way
that
to
we
the
know
side.
what we're looking for.
Nobody is buried under rubble again.
That's relief.
And as you make your way to the other side of town, you notice that repairs are already being done. The giant gate that would be the entrance to this side of town is being repaired, as this is the direction from which the sandstorm will come. You realize that they're starting to shore up what they can. You see about a dozen folks working on the repairs as you walk up, and one of them, "Oh, what do you?
Oh, what do you?
Hey, what you doing on this side?"
We were requested by Hugh to go into the underbelly and kill the things that were raiding
you
the
wanna
city.
die?
What?
Yeah.
Oh, it's your funeral.
Will you come to the funeral?
I got some gate to build.
Well, you
Why,
know.
why do you say that there'll be a funeral?
Because the shadows kill.
Yeah, what do you know about him?
We were told they
That's
never
it.
kill people,
Well, I just
just animals.
go in an animal's hole, it attacks, right?
Well, how do you know they're still alive down there?
It's a shadow, it's a demon, it's something freaky. It just kind of takes off with the critters, and all you see is a splash of blood all over where it used to be. And nobody seen no hide, no hair of what it was taking the stuffs.
I bet it's a Numa.
Never heard of that.
We had him back. Can I roll deception to see if I can just bullshit the pants off this guy?
You're gonna send them out snipe hunting?
Oh, hell yeah. Back home we had him, and if you got some sassafras and mint and bound them together, they couldn't come near you.
Somebody's alive.
What
I
is
think it's
Mike's?
Mike's.
13?
You said sassafras and what?
Mint.
Me. I'm gonna have to talk to the missus. Is it something that she has to wear, or is it something you put on your doorstep?
No. You turn it upside down and dry it, and you hang it over your door.
So it's on the doorstep. It's like a talisman against evil.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to do that.
Maya.
And you hear him. he's sassafras mint. I never thought about. I mean, mint is really good. Mint is really good. I hope you can kill them without being dead yourself.
We will. Thank you, Frank.
I'm gonna look at you as we're walking going, you're awful, but that was hilarious.
Did you take
I've been hanging
No,
around
it's
you
not.
too long.
It's a short walk.
I do have 2 commons.
It's a short walk to get to the stone outcropping. It's almost impossible to miss, as it is a large stone outcropping. The stone slab that Hugh was explaining to you guys is almost 8 feet high and 5.5 feet wide.
Is there like a little bump?
As you approach, you see a little indent there, and when you put it on there, you recognize that the token you have finishes 2 words.
Let me do these. And
What'd you do now?
Anyway,
Don't
sorry.
worry about it, just
You
keep
see
going.
that there's 2 words written, one horizontally and one
D4, be
vertically,
careful.
and where everything intersects, that's where the token goes. And of course, you see a warning written in those letters, telling you danger, death.
Danger, Will Robinson.
In Old Common,
Yes.
I don't say anything.
Okay. Once the token goes in, you feel everything start to rumble. And then there's this loud crack. And when you hear that crack, you watch as from the token outward spiders. These deep cracks, and the stone and crumbles in front of you.
Like, not the way it was supposed to open.
Not what you're expecting.
Okay.
It just bursts, shatters spider webs like a windshield, and
Shit.
Don't think that's how that's
Put my hands in my pockets.
This is flipping awesome.
and as you look in the room, or as you look inside the opening, there's a cave. Large. Your guess is it's probably 40 feet deep, but you can't quite see around the corners of the opening to see how wide it is. And it's dry.
Hello, shadow people. Anyone down here? Came to talk to you about the goats and stuff you've been taking. I'm Katie.
I'll walk in.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow.
As you make your way in, there's again 30-foot deep cave that is very irregular shaped. Looking around, you don't see much for anything real man-made or crafted. This is a natural environment.
Okay.
There doesn't seem to be any tunnel or whatnot, but there are different rock faces that jut out into the room intermittently. You continue to make your way throughout the room and realize that hidden behind one of these arms of stone that's jutting out is indeed a tunnel.
I'm gonna stealth behind Grub.
You're going to stealth behind Grove.
I was going to stealth behind you.
Well, you can't because I'm too short.
I will crawl.
Yes,
That-
you will.
Would be funny.
I'll put you in my backpack.
You'll catch me first.
It's your initiative.
Higher than yours.
What is it?
3.
4.
Okay.
No.
So you make a stealth check to hide behind him.
Yep.
And then he walks away.
Can I wait?
Can she get in my backpack?
Yes.
My
Can I
backpack.
hide in his backpack?
It's a big backpack.
Do you have stuff in your backpack?
No. Here's what I have. You ready for this? I have some traveling clothes, which are on. I have 2 antitoxins. And I do have food. And then I have Felipe the camel.
Felipe in your backpack.
A miniature Felipe.
Oh.
A little stuffed Felipe.
That's
Gotcha.
What you gonna do with all that junk? All that
Either that or can I just
All
like
that junk inside your home?
Can you just like...
can I just like do like a piggyback ride?
Don't piggyback ride the gimp.
And like
She asks you for a piggyback ride.
I'm like holding on to his backpack.
Roll persuasion.
You're the new backpack.
Really?
Can I help persuade?
No.
I don't need to help persuade.
That's a 28.
Okay.
I mean,
I don't even know what you were going to roll against. I just wanted to see you roll something.
I would basically, your contested roll is a charisma save.
Oh! Oh! 2! Yeah, hop on.
Okay.
Krug, can I ride on your backpack?
I said, yeah, hop on. Like 3 times.
Do you want me to give you a boost?
No, I can do it.
Okay.
So you guys make your way into this, and there is the only other
You know
opening
what?
you can see is
How
that
tall? How tall is this tunnel? You're going to be smacking your head on the roof now.
No, I'm like no. I'm not on your
You're
You're not,
shoulders.
you're like hanging off my back.
Yeah.
it is kind of short though.
Okay.
She's the backpack for the backpack.
Yes.
How tall is it? How short is it?
It's about 5.5 feet
Oh,
tall.
Jesus.
We need to get you a short bow and a quiver and strap you back to back with Grog, and as he's fighting, he'll just like turn around, you can ping him and he'll turn back.
I'm
I have a short
6.5
bow.
feet tall. We're in a 5.5 foot tall tunnel.
I'm 5'7".
I have a short bow.
I want to do this so bad.
This sucks for both of us. And you have a gimp.
I am a gimp. Well, that gives me an advantage though, because I can just gimp through and be short enough.
Alright.
I don't know if you're gonna be.
So as you guys make your way into this tunnel,
So I'm
Coughing
like
really bad.
hunched over, not
I'm
having a
doing
great
this,
time.
like my neck hurts.
Right.
you're hunched over,
All right, let's move on.
and you make your way through this tunnel, and it's a decently long tunnel, which is rather uncomfortable for you,
I'm having a great time.
especially seeing as it's about 5.5 feet tall.
Right.
As it'll change, get a little bit taller, a little bit shorter, rocks jutting out. You find yourself bouncing off of sharp stone all through this.
You too.
You, every so often, find your hand being scraped across the stones as you're having this piggyback ride on him.
I'm gonna get off.
Oh,
Oh, I'm holding onto a hand.
okay.
let go.
And finally, after some time, the cave structure opens, or the tunnel opens up, and you find yourselves standing in front of an enormous set of stairs.
Leg day.
Enormous how? Like
Enormous
grand.
in both directions. It is wide, roughly 14 feet wide.
Okay, I didn't know if you meant enormous, like huge steps, like giant steps.
It also, you lose count watching how far down it goes.
I want to just toss a little pebble.
And you hear,
Because tell me that you wouldn't do that.
oh, in a heartbeat. I'd also try and find a slinky.
Anyone of us, Linky? What's in your little magic bag?
No, but I have a.
Nothing you can
I
have.
reached into a magic bag for a slinky.
There's no slinkies in my magic
There's
bag.
no slinky even in there.
There are two things that you notice as after you are
Send
immediately
them all down.
after
Oh,
you're
God.
immediately caught by these stairs. There are two other things that you immediately notice. The first is there are different square spots throughout the stairs. As they go down, they switch to the right, switch to the left. It is just a series of zigzagging stairs. And after probably every 30 or 40 steps, there's a small landing and a square pot that is on fire. No, the pot itself, it has flames
Right.
inside the pot.
I want to dump a bag of ball bearings and sing
And
Africa by Toto.
There's also,
Sorry. That's a good song.
I hear that song way too much.
But it's still a good song.
It is a good song.
It's just.
There's also a faint rhythmic. There's a faint rhythmic sound, slightly high pitched, but you're not quite sure what's making the noise. Especially seeing as it's bouncing off the walls at different angles. But it is slightly rhythmic.
You said the stairs go in both directions, up and down?
No, they go down.
Oh,
but
just
they,
down.
They
Okay.
wind.
So we're at the top of the stairs.
Yes.
Okay. We'll throw another pebble.
I'm gonna give you a ball bearing.
It
instead.
stops down at the first landing, about 30 steps down, and you can hear it echo just a little bit.
Here, try one of these.
I
Give them a ball bearing.
Maybe
like-
we should be quiet.
to take out my longbow, and I want to start walking down the stairs.
Do you really?
Oh hell yeah! Whatever is down here, I'm gonna be drawing them up. Look, we got the high. Sorry, we got a high ground.
So,
Then
It's
all
over
of a
young
sudden-
Skywalker.
all of a sudden, you see Grog get that childish look on his face,
That
I
one,
just
yeah.
I just do this and hand them a ball
and you
bearing.
hear in this rhythmic sound of whatever it is down there,
Sound of silence.
and the quiet of this place. Ting, ting, ting,
Eye
ting,
contact
ting.
the whole time.
And it keeps going. As it hits the first landing, ting, ting, ping, ting, ting, ting.
Ding 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 ding.
Then I hold out my hand for another one.
Oh my god.
It hasn't stopped. The steel bearing is out of sight, but you can still hear. And the worst part is, every time there's a new ting, there's a new echo.
Ting.
So you have this cacophony of metal bouncing on stone echoes, bouncing about.
We just invented metal.
And you hear in the back of your mind this grizzled old voice. Fool of a duke!
Huh?
I will start going down the stairs myself.
Okay.
Late day, tra la 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 la.
Yeah, going down.
I'm
It's gonna be
following
pretty
after
awful.
my sister.
I'm going down.
I'm falling.
I'm yelling timber.
And apparently
Are you
I'm
going
going.
down?
Apparently I'm going fourth.
Okay.
I'm
I broke
need-
Mr. down.
Everyone, can gnomes see in the dark? I don't remember.
It's not dark. Remember, there's flames all over the
There's
place?
flaming pots down
Just
here.
taking an opportunity to call them gnomes.
But yes, gnomes can see in the dark.
Okay.
Halflings can.
Oh, well, thank God you guys are gnomes then.
Oh my gosh. Kind of want to make like a character that has like an identity crisis. Like
Is a halfling
halfling-
think, or like
or-
is a half orc and thinks he's a gnome?
Half-elf raised among gnomes, and everything he uses is like tiny. Sorry.
And your character's name is Will Ferrell.
I need all of you to roll a perception.
Ooh.
I'm too busy listening to my chimes.
Katie,
21.
Kita,
22.
Right.
Ash.
You dropped in.
12.
and Grug.
10.
So,
10. Alright. Grug,
Yeah.
as you guys are making your way down, you miss the fact that these three are stepping around and over certain things, and your foot comes down.
Maybe someone should have been pointing stuff out.
Maybe you should look where the hell you're going.
I threw the ball bearing.
Trap, find it.
Okay,
From
what was
in
my
disguise.
what was my foot hit?
Your foot hits what looks to be...
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say 10? I meant 14.
You step down and everybody hears...
Fucking passives.
Everybody hears the sound of metal grinding on metal.
oh no.
And shink, as from the floor, inside the different seams on the landing that you step down on,
It's a grub kebab.
you watch as these metal teeth snap shut, much like a bear trap.
Would I get advantage on something like that?
I don't know, would you?
You couldn't see it. That's what the perception was for.
Okay.
And it starts to hop around.
Oh dear lord.
And another one skink, slides up out of the ground, and you watch as this bear trap looking thing starts to hop around, and its teeth are doing this. Can I get initiatives, everybody?
Yeah. And then
Somebody should have been looking
We
for
started late.
traps.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure.
So we're gonna run this one time, just a half an hour separate.
Oh, okay, it's fine.
So you guys watch as these bear trap
Grab something out of the bag.
you watch as these bear trap looking things are now hopping around. One of them is chomping away at your leg. I need to roll initiative for myself because that would help.
No.
No?
No.
No initiative for me?
No, no initiative for you. It
After
just
my turn,
it just falls over and dies. What?
I'll bang in the rogue. Oh, wait. The drink, not the action.
And starting with Katie.
Frozen Jose. 20.
Kia.
22.
Nice.
Get it.
Ash.
13.
Grub.
19.
Nice. Gosh, you guys are good at this.
Do anything weird with your blood pressure or anything?
Starting with Kita. You hear the sound of these metal mouths just chomping together. And it was loud enough with the ball bearing, and now you have these two things.
It's like instant headache.
Oh,
Right?
yes.
Well, I guess I'm going to move up and stab one
Okay.
with my magical dagger.
Okay.
Sounds like a question.
I'm not sure exactly where I'm going to stab it.
It's a bear trap.
Pick an item.
It looks like a bear trap. You can stab something.
Yeah. Is it, I mean, if I move up to the one that's biting Grug, is it flanked?
Technically no.
Darn it.
But if it's engaged with me, would you not still get your sneak attack damage?
Honey.
Yeah.
I need advantage.
I'll give it to you.
What is?
Only because he does bring up a good point. It is currently engaged.
Fair.
So, somebody
That's be a grizzly fight. Yeah, we can't.
somebody draw a map for me.
We'll need the
In this case, it's going to be my wife,
we'll need the rag.
because she always says no.
I will happily draw another toilet seat looking like it being one time it turned out.
Actually, no, he gave me an order for one, so please let me do it.
We worked so hard on this
It
man.
is a 30-foot.
You didn't even draw this yesterday!
Sorry, not 30 foot. It is a 10-foot landing.
I'm gonna get the
Honey,
towels.
If.
it's a 10-foot landing, but it's like a pie, like a pizza slice.
Okay.
10 foot is the thick. 15 feet out here.
Okay, so it goes from 15 to 10 in a pie slice.
Yep. And there's stairs on either side. Every 30 steps is another landing.
Okay, how many feet are the stairs?
Thank you.
15 feet.
So the landing's gonna go.
Oh, Carlos, you're so cool.
So
This is gonna
roll
be
to hit,
awful.
little lady. Kita,
Hold on.
roll to hit.
This is what you get for demanding that you draw it.
Yeah, I don't hit.
What did you roll?
Well, actually, I might. That would be a 14 to hit.
You just barely miss. As you go to stab down, it goes in between some of the framework of the creature. Zing, zing. Dang it!
Found the AC. Nothing's gonna help.
Right. And then
It's just a rough.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to take out my second dagger and stab it with my other hand.
If you use your bonus action to pull out the second dagger, you have nothing to attack with.
Well, do I need to use my bonus action to pull out the dagger?
You use a free action to pull out the dagger in the first place to attack with.
Fair.
So then you'd have to use your object action to pull out the second dagger.
Can I just switch hands then?
No.
Got it. Okay, that's my turn then.
All right, that brings us to Katie.
Yeah, I'm gonna be the
Can you just be?
bird.
Can't you just be like Arya and just?
I'm gonna shoot at it with my longbow. Because I have my longbow out.
Okay,
And if they have like a little ting in the center, because
it's
there's.
a bear trap.
I'm gonna shoot for the little pins in the center. I'm not cold shotting it, I just wanna.
That is definitely a called shot if you're looking to hit a specific part of the body.
Okay, fine, I'm not cold shot. I wanna hit the damn thing with a 17.
With a 17, you do.
Yeah. That's right, I do.
You do manage to hit it.
Lovely.
Did I give you guys 2 of these?
Yes.
Okay, so put one right in front of Grug
Right?
and put the other one 10 feet away. They're both on the same landing though.
Oh. Okay.
You guys actually, I was last. You guys were all ahead of me.
That's right.
Remember?
But then I came back.
Yes. Having that laid out is good though.
Oof.
Do you want to move me back?
That's only 5 damage because I forgot to rage. But I'm angry now because I feel like my arrow didn't do very much. So I'm gonna at it.
5?
Yeah.
Borrow one of these.
Yep.
I'm not gonna do it. I can grab mine.
Anything else from you?
Daring, why don't you just use this one?
I could use that.
No.
Alright.
That works.
Grug, you have one gnawing on your leg.
Is he still attached? Or did he actually release after he bit me? And by the way, you never gave me damage.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
No, he is not currently on you. He is
Okay.
next to you.
Do you want to give me damage or did he not damage me? Okay. I
Hey,
will.
teacher, did we have homework?
I will swing.
Interesting.
Swing away.
Please do.
Interesting.
Recklessly.
Okay.
Thank God. Nat 20.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Woo.
First was a 3.
Witness.
And what are you doing? What are you you attacking with?
My magic greatsword.
Aha.
So, you take 12 plus, on a crit I roll an extra die, plus 7. So you take 12, 18, 28, 30, 24, 25, 26, 32
32.
damage.
Alright.
Eh.
Anything else?
And then I'll swing again,
Please do.
recklessly. 17 plus 9, 26 to hit.
I think that hits.
For 11 points of damage.
11?
Yes. And this is on the one that was gnawing on my leg.
Correct.
Bonus action.
Okay.
That'll be my turn.
I was going to say, if you're raging, then that's a bonus.
I'm actually not raging.
Okay. And the one that attacked you
Number 1 in this case.
is attacking again. And I need a dexterity saving throw from you.
Do I see it coming?
How could you not?
Just making sure. 15.
For
Feel
anybody,
compelled to ask.
for anybody
19.
for anybody who really wants an amazing visual of what's going on here, you're being attacked by miniature chain chomps.
Figures. Got a 19.
Perfect. However, it still does manage to chomp onto you as it beats your AC by 1. Because I'm rolling low. You take 17 points of piercing damage.
Alright.
And yeah, it's just tearing away at your legs. Ash.
And these are 5-foot squares.
Also, I'd like to point out, I did an ass ton of damage to that thing and it still bit me. Ow.
Yes.
I'm gonna move up to number 2. Pull out my longsword and swing.
Okay.
Can you flank it?
She said number 2. You're attacking number 1.
Oh, they're both right next to me. Okay.
They should be 10 feet apart.
They are. They were.
Oh, did I move it? Okay, sorry. I must have moved it.
I
My
did
fault.
what I was told.
No, my fault. I was
I
moving stuff around
appreciate it, honey.
when I moved the minis.
13.
13. Hey, this thing is small sheets of metal bent and wrapped, and you swing to go hit it, and it's the weirdest thing watching a piece of metal go and kind of leap out of the way. You attack it turns around, and you're not quite sure if it actually can see or what. Thank you, honey. You're not sure if it has eyes or whatever, but all of a sudden it kind of pivots a little bit and goes at you.
It growled at you.
It did growl at me.
And
It's not nice.
I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Hey, Ash, look out!
Welcome back.
Hilkman,
13.
13.
13.
As it shoots out and clamps around your leg, it manages to catch you off balance and knocks you prone. As it does, it starts to gnaw at you even more. Miss, hit, and you are lucky. As it starts just clamping down on you with the strength of that bear trap, catching you twice as you fall down and try and get out of the way, even though it tried to
Hey,
bite.
football check.
Even though it tried to bite at you 4 different times,
Yeah.
It does 27 points of piercing damage to you.
Ooh.
Wow.
Which brings us back to the top of the initiative. Kita.
I'm gonna try and stab it again, I guess.
Which is?
Number 1.
Okay.
That's better. That would be a... Where'd it go? 21 to hit.
21 is going to hit.
And this would be magical piercing damage. Just
Your timing was
Oh.
slightly off,
Oh.
but I'm not concerned.
it's okay. That means you get it.
That's right. That's why I'm not concerned.
Really? That's 7 points of piercing damage.
Are you flanking it?
Yes.
Are you a rogue?
Darn it.
She's not that kind of rogue.
She's not that kind of rogue.
Okay, that's much better. Okay, so that was, I said 7 points. 6. So, here's 23 points of piercing.
That is significantly better.
That makes a lot more sense. Thank you, though, Wolfie. But we still get it.
All right. Anything else from you, young lady?
No, I'm good.
All right. That brings
Yay.
us to the sister, the adopted
Yay.
sister.
No, they're not adopted, sister.
I get that backwards.
I'm gonna drop my bow and run up and crush it with my axe.
Which it? There's 2 its.
The first one.
Okay.
And it's, well, I don't, yes, I get advantage because I'm critting it.
You're critting it. Yes. Thank you
And
for
I'm
the net
raging.
20.
Yes, thank you very, very, very much. My great axe is +1. Oh, yes, let me so. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh gosh. 17 plus 8
It's 25.
plus, yeah, 25.
Plus a range damage.
I already added it. 12, 13, 14, yeah, 17. And then, I am going to action surge.
As you,
Oh,
as you bring your weapon down on this thing,
Yeah.
and you catch it as its mouth is starting to close,
Okay.
and with the power of your strike, as the mouth is starting to close, you force the jaw back open, and you can hear the grinding and screaming of metal being bent and torqued in ways it didn't want to be.
Ooh.
And as you lift your weapon up, you notice that some of the teeth are kind of bent, some of the springs look like they've unwound a little bit. It looks
Yeah.
mangled.
Go get you some dentures.
However, it still seems to be aggressive.
Well, I'll smack it again.
Okay. Are you action surging?
I am action surging, and can I do it at advantage since it literally has nowhere to go. It's the 2 of them on either
It
side.
does have some place to go.
Okay, never
Just
mind.
trust the DM.
That's why I said never mind.
And again, it's the weirdest thing watching as a steel trap goes and jumps in the air. Just barely getting out of the way of you.
Pieces are falling off, but
Yeah, that is also the other.
So would we get AOs then?
It's not moving out of combat range. It's moving
Okay.
out of the way of your attack.
Okay. You said 10 feet in the air, and I'm only 2'11", so it
I
technically
will
is
stop
moving.
exaggerating then. Grow.
Yeah.
Or
Off,
no, yes, grow.
what? Off the side of the stairs, how far down is it of a drop is it?
There's not.
No?
It's built right into the walls.
Okay.
Or I should say it's carved from the same stone as the walls. There's
Okay,
no-
so there's no pit.
Right,
Okay,
there's no pit.
right. Well, never mind, then I'll just keep swinging away. At number 1, recklessly. Roar. 16 plus 9, 25 to hit.
You finish this guy off.
Good. Then I'll move over to number 2.
Okay.
Who does number 2 work for?
This one seems to be scrambling about on Ash,
Yes.
chomping away at her.
Correct.
Him.
Who? Right. What happened?
That took a while for it to show up.
What was it?
That was
the
our.
nat 20 finally
yeah.
showing up
Oh,
on
jeez.
my computer. Okay, as you were saying,
Is it on Ash or is it still hopping around doing its
it's
little...
hopping round.
Right, I'm going to swing at this one recklessly.
Good.
Roar. That was not as good. That is a 15 to hit.
And trying to be cautious while reckless simultaneously causes you to just miss it.
Sorry.
Ash.
I'm swinging at this thing.
Okay.
We kind of have it pinned in the corner. Does she get advantage?
Ash is also prone.
Then I'm going to stand up and swing at it.
Oh, you just now got it? Never mind. I gave you your nat 20 early. He just now got enough points to do the nat 20.
Oh.
Oh, that's alright.
Oh.
Either which way, thank you for the nat 20.
So I'm going to stand up.
Yep.
And I got 17 to hit.
Oh, I missed that, yeah. 17 to hit?
Yep.
Okay.
And this is one-handed.
Nice.
12.
12 damage.
12 damage.
And what are you using?
My longsword.
Okay.
And then I have extra attack.
Okay.
So I'm going to swing again. $18 to hit.
I want to see that when it's finished. That hits. An octopus spell? Isn't that called Kraken? Water octopus?
I mean,
10
maybe the higher
10
damage.
damage.
version of it maybe would be the Kraken.
Ladies,
That could be cool.
Yeah.
your phones are getting a lot more attention.
No, I was trying to look up how to do something, but it's not giving me the answer.
And Ash, this thing turns around and attacks you again. I need a dexterity save.
19.
Nice.
This time it does not knock you prone, however you still take 17 points of piercing damage.
Yeah, I'm out.
You're getting beat up today.
I am getting beat up today. My dice hate me today. I'm out.
Which brings us now to Kita. What were you trying to figure out?
How to donate
Yes.
points to somebody.
Give, exclamation, give, scales, space, name, space, amount.
Perfect. Good to know. Okay, I'm going to move
It was game related.
forward and try and stab the one that's attacking Ash.
Okay.
Hang in there, Ash will save you.
17 to hit.
You hit it.
But I technically not flanked.
Nope.
No, because
Nope.
it's
No, 'cause I'm down.
because it's in the corner. And that's 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage?
Yeah.
Very nice. Math is hard. Okay.
And that's it.
Alrighty. Katie.
Yeah. I'm gonna drop my great axe,
Okay.
move back 15 feet,
Okay.
pick up my longbow,
Okay.
And then can I still fire or no? If I use a bonus action just to pick it up.
It's yes.
Yes, I can fire.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna try and hit with my longbow then.
There you go.
There we go.
That's a miss.
What'd you roll?
13.
Good. Not a 1. And yes, you do miss it this time. Grug.
Hello.
This thing is still hopping around all mad and angry like. It now has the taste of ash blood, and Ash fell down and went and stopped moving.
Yep.
Ashes, he fell down.
I am not super mad, but I am going to still swing recklessly.
That was good, you know it.
That's half correct, Skeleton Games. There is some finesse to that ruling.
Yeah. That's why I asked, because there's a lot of homebrew stuff.
No, it's from the book. There's some finesse about that ruling.
18 to hit.
That does hit.
Right. Take this. Oh, yeah. 11 plus. So 18 points of damage.
Nice.
And then if it's still up, I will swing it again.
Oh, it is definitely still up, and it is definitely still angry.
Okay, and I will swing again also recklessly. 15, 18 is much better. 27 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
17
Most
points
of
of
the
damage.
rules is written are janky.
17
To hit.
points of damage.
Damage. Good.
And those are my 2 attacks. For my, well, shoot. I can't pick up Ash, can I?
Negative.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, that
I was
was
gonna
so
try to shoot. I was gonna try to speech
You're
out of the way.
trying to-
Sorry, Ash. I'm trying to save you. I know you can't hear me.
Grug,
Huh?
can you roll me a dexterity save?
Dexterity save. I certainly can. Do I see it coming?
Yes.
Okay. 22.
Alright, it does not knock you prone. However, it does manage to catch you in a very vital part of your leg.
Which leg?
We'll say the left
Some
leg.
of my legs are more vital.
Some of your legs are more vital. Well, this is the left leg as
Whew.
it critically hits you
Okay.
Fireball.
and does a grand total of, oh goodness,
I wonder if you could use heat metal on
35
this
points of piercing damage.
Oh, ouch.
I'm sure you could, but I don't know if it would do the damage.
Ouch. Oh, I wish I was raging. That hurt.
That it did. Which now brings us back around to Kita, as you saw this thing dropped Ash and took a huge chunk out of Grug, and you watched as Grug grimaced.
A
Wow.
lot.
That's not good. Well,
Ow.
yeah, I'm gonna, swing to hit it.
Please do, because this thing just took a chunk out of your team.
Yeah, that's not good.
Why are you killing the turtle? I'm sorry. I
Hi.
got distracted. I got distracted.
Because turtles make good soup.
It's you? I thought that'd be your brother.
Shoot.
She's over there giggling now.
Not harsh DM, harsh dice. I'm just honest.
15.
To hit?
Yeah,
A little bit
Just barely
sometimes.
miss it.
fine. Well,
Just barely.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to hit it with my other dagger.
Okay. That hits. Can you guess what the AC is yet?
16? 15?
16. 16.
Is it 16?
And then, I'm sorry. Offhand attacks make me confused.
Don't add your dex to the damage.
Just a die.
Poo.
Just the die.
Well, I still get the +1 because it's a magical dagger.
Correct.
Okay, that's a 4.
Alright, you do manage to catch it this time, but it's kind of like fencing with it
Mm-hmm.
as it's moving around and your pig sticker and its sharp teeth.
How many episodes of it do you have up? Because I want to watch it.
What's that?
TOA.
Oh, okay. I think he's on his second.
Okay, well, because that's where people are supposed to go after Strahd, but we'll see, because that's pretty bad.
It's yours, honey.
So we're not allowed to watch it?
I
in case
really
you
don't
decide.
care. I'll fuck with it either way. Longbow, shoot at it.
He's doing a lot of adjusting to it himself.
Cool.
Gotcha. That's a lot to hit. 24.
That hits.
Oh, the first one's Tuesday.
Oh
And
yeah, I
then-
suppose that was session 0.
I am still raging, so. Oh, nice. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 damage.
12 damage. With your
Let me
bow?
just do his character
Yeah.
creation.
Okay.
I still want to watch that because to see the nitty gritty.
Anything else? You can also watch his technical difficulties too.
Aww. I run over and nudge Ash with my foot. Get up, you idiot.
Okay. Grug.
Right, I'm gonna keep swinging away
Okay.
recklessly.
This thing is just angry. It's like a giant steel trap of anger.
I'm angry too, Steel Trap. That is a 16 to hit.
That ties. So no.
Ugh, damn it. All right.
Don't feel bad. We had half an hour of technical
I will
difficulties
then.
today.
Right.
I will then swing again recklessly. Oh my goodness. Give me something good. 17.
That hits.
Hey. Oh, 6, 7, 8. 15 points of damage.
15.
15.
Alright. It's starting to look quite dented from
Me
you
too.
guys.
What a coincidence.
As you guys keep beating on it. Ash, you are down, correct?
Yes.
Roll me a death saving throw, please. Was it more than a 10?
Yep.
Then you're at your first success. And Grub, I need a dexterity saving throw. Yes, you can see it.
How did you know?
I'm getting good at this.
19?
You did not get knocked prone.
Okay.
However, you still take
Nice.
17 points of piercing damage.
I'd love to watch and see what you're doing.
That does sound kind of cool, actually.
And Kita,
Yeah,
you're noticing as this thing is just tearing into Grug.
that's not good.
Ah!
I'm trying.
Pretty sure that was 2 words.
Oh.
No, we go by word, not syllable or length. If somebody could say "ow" for 5 minutes long, I would let it go. That wasn't a challenge.
Oh, it was though. But it was.
Kita,
Yeah.
She's not done.
Kita,
It's not
Yep.
a minute.
I'm
It made me laugh.
going to.
You gonna
Is there any way I can maneuver that so that this thing is technically flanked?
I don't know.
I'm gonna like step between Ash's legs so I can get more of an angle.
If
You
only
have
you,
to stand on top
if
of
only
it.
you could have been hiding behind me this whole time, like a halfling
Shut up.
rogue.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to hide behind Grug.
Oh,
Is that 6 words? I'm not sure.
okay.
Wasn't, but that was player versus character.
Thank you, Krabby.
That's 30 stealth.
Awesome. So you sneak
Where
up,
did she go?
you go and hide behind Grug, and you manage to do it just right to where you blend in with his leg and his shadow simultaneously.
I'm not good.
All I could think of was Ahmed going,
And then I'm going to stab the thingy.
And you roll normally.
Why?
As you go to attack, it moves slightly as if avoiding your attack.
Oh,
Darn it.
I get it.
That is dumb.
Karma, bear trap, bitch! Karma!
But so I don't get sneak attack.
No.
Damn it. Okay, so there's 10 plus 14 points of damage.
14. That's awesome.
What if she was a swashbuckler? Would she have gotten sneak attack?
No,
Why not?
because it has to be all by itself with nothing around it.
I can feel you all
Anything
around
else
me.
from you, Kita?
No.
All right. Katie,
Yep.
it is your turn.
For ping.
For ping.
Oh, I'm gonna shoot it with my bow. Dirty 20.
Yep.
Ah, that's shit damage.
Yeah.
6.
6.
Like the lowest possible I can do.
And with that, it stops moving.
Oh,
You catch it
freaking time.
just right and knock the pin out of one of its jaws and just kind of
Alright, I will go pour a healing
Ash.
potion down Ash's throat. Never mind.
Never mind. Ash is here.
Do you want me to roll healing for that or Ash?
You're the one pouring it down the throat.
Alright.
I'll assist. Does she get advantage? Yeah.
Oh,
I assisted. You get advantage.
You do
wait, does halfling luck apply to the...
no.
I'm.
You get
I'm
6.
Make sure you're marking those potions off.
Yep.
I'm lying there going, I'm so done right now.
Oh.
Just
I'm
leave
gonna
me
give
here.
you another one because I had 3 on me. Because I
Oh,
didn't
you
donate
so
mine.
fucking done right now. Oh, you. Oh.
I'm gonna shove one down Grub's throat to shut him up.
I don't take it.
I'm gonna give you another one.
Or I'll take it.
There we go. That's 8, 12.
Because I helped.
It's max.
All right.
That's because I helped.
And with that, just because I'm starting to get the munchies, I think we're going to take a break just a touch early.
I mean, technically late,
Early.
but
Everything shifted a half hour over.
Yeah, but
We're
normal.
s-
Oh,
normally
and I'm
we
still
would just
really
let
late.
it go.
Never mind. My brain is not working with numbers today.
Apparently.
We'll be back. We're going to take a break. I'm going to figure out how numbers work. And then we'll play the game again.
yay.
Sounds good.
Thank you, everybody,
See everyone.
for joining us.
Bye.
This is Alright. So, like a dummy, I went and accidentally turned off the stream. We're actually here. I just, for some reason, don't know how to stop pressing buttons.
This is a 9. What is it? 8.
Everybody is back.
Yay!
We are in the middle of our Sand and Magic game. The crew is trying to help the city that they accidentally got destroyed by a dragon.
Technically, it's not our fault.
I'm saying it is.
Okay.
I have to agree with my sister. I don't think that it's technically our fault.
I'm saying it is.
You're the DM. What do you know?
I don't know
You
much.
know?
But you guys have been descending down this long and winding staircase, and upon reaching one of the landings, you were attacked by sentient, or at least animated, bear traps that managed to take a huge chunk out of Ash, knocking Ash unconscious, and making life extremely miserable for Grub, who kept saying, "Ow!"
It's true.
As you make your way down the stairs some more, you start to notice that the stones, the stairwell that you're going down, you're on smooth stones. It's a crafted staircase, but the walls are all hewn stone. Further down, you start to notice that it is getting hotter and hotter. Unlike what normally should happen when you start to go subterranean, where the temperature balances out and gets to be somewhat comfortable.
It's getting hot in here.
You're also starting to notice a bit of humidity.
Don't encourage grub.
You're also starting to notice a bit of humidity in the air.
Okay, I played Minecraft with lava.
Yeah, right? But I think we should keep going.
I would really like to sit down for roughly an hour and just relax.
Great. Alright.
You know, that might not be a bad idea.
Well, I feel really good, so I'll keep an eye out. What do you got?
I'm probably gonna do this.
I can keep an eye out too.
Same.
I'll help.
You guys want to take a quick rest?
Yes.
I would really, really appreciate that.
All right. So you guys take a moment to patch up your wounds and recuperate from that really nasty fight you just had. Roll your hit dice, gain your hit points back. Anything that's a short rest ability is returned for all of you.
You have up to 5 hit dice. Okay.
So you roll whatever you're gonna be a D8.
No, D10.
What are you? Oh, you're a paladin. Yeah, so D10 plus your con mod.
And you can
Up
roll
to
that
5
up to 5 times.
Nice. That's max. Get a necklace of fire. Get a bunch of necklace of fireballs, Krabby Patty, and throw them all at once.
Oh dear lord.
How many hit dice are you using, bro?
Well, I am gonna figure that out. So 9 plus 4 is 13.
Because I
So
still
there's
have the
2.
ability to cure wounds.
Well, I want you to save your spell slots. That was the thing.
You know, actually, a whole bunch of delayed fireballs
Okay.
all set to go off at the exact same time.
15.
And then, yeah, you could use an Elf's Meteor Storm.
Yeah.
There's 3. 4. I'm gonna use them all. 9 plus 4 is 13.
I would like to watch down the stairs.
Yep.
Thank you.
And I will keep an eye
14.
up the
I was
stairs.
doing that wrong.
Okay.
14. Boop. Okay, I'm feeling super good again.
As the hour passes, you guys patch up your wounds and make your way through, snacking on whatever you need to. Once you feel like you've taken the time to catch your breath and recover, you guys have also noticed that there is probably 3 or 4 more switchbacks that you can see, but you haven't seen an opening to the cave to anything else yet.
Maybe we should go first this time. Kita, shouldn't you maybe look for traps?
Yeah, I can do that.
And I'll go right behind you with my axe.
I was fourth in line.
Maybe you should go first this time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look for traps.
So, how are you making your way down these stairs?
I will go first, and I will take the time to search for traps.
Alright.
Which means we're moving really, really slowly.
As you make your way down the stairs and Kita is checking to make sure that the stairwells are safe, you do in fact come across another trap. This one, fortunately, has already been sprung.
Oh.
I must have been here before.
As you see that there are spears that are jutting out from the floor, and many of them are broken and just laid off to the side as something seems to have come through with nary a care and just destroyed the impediment.
Huh. Okay.
Awesome.
Another 5 minutes pass as you guys are going down these stairs, and eventually you see an opening. The opening, as you get to it,
You okay?
it just peed on you, didn't it? The opening, as you get to it, reveals an expansive cavern that is easily 15 feet tall and seems to wind around a little bit from where you're at. As you make your way to the last landing, you look into this next room, and it is indeed a room. There's a large body of water you can see slightly off in the distance. However, it's all rough-hewn walls, except the floor is still just as well made as the stairs that you've been walking on.
Does the water look warm?
And the heat
That's fine.
has gotten to a point where it feels like you were outside. Again. And the water looks wet from this distance.
The water looks wet.
Really?
Maybe it's.
And you are standing on the last landing. You have not entered the cavern structure proper.
I will carefully enter the cavern structure proper with my great axe out.
Outstanding. Roll me a dexterity save.
Alright. Oh. That's 9.
That's 9.
Mm-hmm.
As your sister steps in front of you,
Yep.
you all hear this resounding sing
Oh, God.
of the sound of metal striking stone and gaining speed.
Uh-oh.
The whining sound gets louder and louder until all of a sudden it stops, and you all watch as this large guillotine-looking thing slides out on the edge of the landing that separates the cavern structure and the stairs proper.
Yeah.
You, Katie,
Yeah.
do not have enough time to get out of the way
Yeah.
as this thing strikes you.
Owie.
Whoops, I did not want to roll that die. I would have done a lot more damage than I wanted to. As you take 9 points of slashing damage.
None like sources.
I need another dexterity save.
For me.
Yeah.
It's coming back, isn't it?
Yep.
That is a 23.
You managed to get out of the way. Now here's the question. Do you roll into the room or back toward the landing?
Into the room.
And you managed to roll out of the way. The three of you see
And it's still swinging.
oh yeah,
How big is the guillotine?
from the cutting
Or
edge
the-
that caught
the
her,
blade or whatever,
the
yeah.
cutting edge that got her is roughly 2 feet in length. The entire guillotine itself is close to 9 feet long.
So it's a huge blade.
It is
Okay.
huge.
It's like a guillotine pendulum.
Yes,
How is it held up?
something inside the ceiling as the shaft that's holding the guillotine disappears.
Okay, so we can't see the mechanism, just the blade.
Just the blade.
Are there any loose rocks, like not just little rocks, but good sized boulders? No.
Negative. Not on this side of the blade.
I have a crowbar and a hammer. Could I attempt to smash something out of the wall? Instead of rough hewn rock.
Sure.
So I'm just looking for. I'm gonna look for something big boulder size that I can.
Does it seem to be slowing down at all?
No.
So it's the same
Massimo,
speed.
well, it, from what you can see, it's not slowing down.
Okay.
Straight.
Oh no, are they okay? Football check? Her horsies.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, jeez.
Did you find them? Did you bring them back to the house? Are they still...
Do you need us to saddle up?
I mean, I'll come out and wrangle some horses. It's been a while, but I think that'd be fun.
Right?
Strength?
Terrible 10.
10? Okay, you're starting to smash away at these rocks, but there's really no fissure that you can
Okay.
find.
Well, that was my idea, was to try to.
Well, are you going to continue at it?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I thought you said I couldn't find something, but yeah.
You couldn't find a fissure, so it's taking you a while to
Oh,
get
okay.
something
I'll
out.
help him.
Okay?
You want to hold the
Yeah.
crowbar?
I'm gonna see if there's like a trigger plate or something that my sister would have stepped on.
There is.
Is there any way for me to disable it?
Sure.
I'm gonna try and disable it.
Yeah, roll a dexterity plus proficiency.
18.
18. You take a look at this, and as you're trying to disable it, you realize that it's a one and done.
Gotcha.
There's no way that it can reset.
Okay.
So you are capable of pulling apart the mechanism, seeing how it works, and as you try to disable it, you realize that there's really no point.
Okay.
How many seconds is it in between swings?
Roll an intelligence.
18 plus.
You feel that you feel that you might be able to time it to get through on this way.
There's an okay. So those are the options. I mean, we can keep. My idea was to try to find a large boulder to sort of jam up the mechanism, but I mean, I'm feeling pretty confident that we can just hop through. It's up to you. The thing I'm worried about is what happens if we need to come back. Just saying.
Same thing.
Okay.
Try to time.
Then I'm just gonna try to hop through it.
You go just fine.
Okay. Just like that.
Ash,
I'm gonna
Katie?
try.
I'm gonna try and roll through.
the two of you need to roll on acrobatics or athletics, whichever is higher.
Definitely acrobatics.
Roll persuasion.
Persuade the pendulum to wait for you.
Hey, stay there.
That would be a 21 persuasion.
Okay. What was the DC?
25.
Oh.
So what was your
My acrobatics
Yes.
was actually a 21.
okay, you make it through just fine.
18.
You make it through just fine. The four of you are now on the other side of this pendulum that is swinging back and forth. There is the rough-hewn walls around you, the heat bearing down on you, and what looks like a large body of water ahead of you, good 35, 40 feet away.
Any other traps? Anything else we should be looking out for?
Are there any other traps, DM?
The area you're in is an oddly shaped cavernous area that is 20 feet wide by almost 35 feet long.
Okay.
How are you going to be searching for traps?
I'm gonna go to each. I'm going to section it off by squares, and I'll search each square methodically.
Okay, yeah.
I'm just gonna walk straight on through.
That's 28 squares that you would have to do.
I know. I'm kidding.
You're just going to walk through? Where are you headed?
Which way you
I
want
should
to
say,
go?
I should say, as you start walking through,
Yeah.
you're heading toward that body of water as the cavernous structure kind of veers a little bit to the right.
I am going slowly, like, I'm well, not slowly, but I'm going vigilantly, like,
Yep.
with my axe out.
As you do this, you start to notice the shadows are flitting about down here.
Hello, I'm Katie. Do you want to come out and say hi?
I will address them in Old Common, saying a much less cordial way of what she just said. Oi! You filthy gits! Come out here, we need to talk. In Old Common, of course.
Nothing seems to happen with that.
Weird.
I want to try it draconic.
What's your movement speed?
Me, 25.
The four of you, what are you up to?
Oh, what's the floor made of?
Smooth worked stone.
Okay, not individual tiles, nothing like that. Solid slab. Okay.
With
Then I am walking fairly confidently that there are no traps.
Okay.
And I will follow Katie.
Might as well for me to follow. I'm looking around. I am gonna open my pally senses.
As you do, you feel the presence of evil all about this place.
Well, we're definitely in the right place. There's evil everywhere.
We
Wait.
mean evil.
down here.
Mm-hmm.
And fiend, celestial, abyssal, and what was the other one?
Fiend, celestial, fair, undead.
Fiend, celestial, fair, and dead.
Yes.
You only feel the presence of something of fiendish energies.
It's only celestial fiend or undead. Fae is.
Oh, yeah.
So yes, you feel the presence of fiendish energies about you.
I would like to go over to the water spot.
Okay, as you make your way over towards this large body of water, you realize that this is indeed a very large body of water. It's probably, from your guess, about 35 feet across and 35 feet wide at its biggest points. And there is a ripple in the water.
Oh.
I'm gonna make sure I don't touch the water. Is there any? Is it vaguely like sarcophagus shaped or? Oh, okay.
It is very
Just natural.
it's a natural body of water.
I will poke it with my javelin.
He's
Roll a
he's not
strength
dead.
check.
I learned this from the last one.
Right.
Check 11.
You feel resistance as you go to pull it back. Quite a bit of resistance, but you do manage to pull it back. And as you do, you watch as these black fingernails just barely break the surface of the water.
That is incredibly disturbing.
And then, immediately after that, a large creature,
Sorry, he's at the edge of the yard, growling at something.
a large creature covered in green algae,
Ew.
black nails.
Gross.
Okay, bye.
I'm just hold on.
I think something about the dog.
Launches out of the water, spraying the water across all of you.
Ooh.
An ugly humanoid face with tusks jutting out from its lower jaw, bulbous nose, and you can see what looks like a lamprey attached to it. There's underwater foliage dangling off of it. Its hair looks matted as though it hasn't seen any dryness in forever.
Huh? I'm deep.
And
Giant murderer.
short, pointy ears, large, muscular legs, and each of you, with the exception of you, each of you three are immediately reminded of a single word: troll.
Ah!
You haven't seen anything like this before.
Troll in the dungeon! Thought you should know.
And
Roll initiative.
Not bad.
Oh shoot.
Could be worse.
I put it. Where'd the rag go? Oh, it's right there. Okay.
Bitter.
Second which?
9.
Oh! That was almost. It was peripheral, like.
Alright, starting with Grug.
11.
11. Ash.
5.
Wow. Katie.
18. Yeah.
Bless you.
Yeah.
18.
Copycat,
I'm sorry.
you're adopted.
You're adopted.
And the troll.
Named.
Trollville.
Fizzgun.
Fizzgug. The troll does not have a name yet, you haven't asked. So, starting this whole thing off, beating out the twins by 1 initiative point.
Yeah.
I need somebody to draw a 35 by 35 randomly shaped shape.
Randomly shaped shape.
Yep, but 35 wide at one
Plot
point,
twist, they're both
35
adopted.
long on the other.
You know, that would be a plot twist. I kind of get on board with that.
'Cause this is just a body of water, so it's not square or circular. It's just oddly shaped.
Like Pokegama.
Sure.
You will see a weird shape like. Oh look, it's a Minecraft lake.
Mhm.
It's all following the lines.
Perfect. And now place yourselves on one of those shores.
See the line with the sky? It's a sea.
Alright, so the rest of you four are over there on that side of the lake.
That just seemed like a good place to be.
Yeah.
I'm the only one that actually
Wait.
walked up to it.
So the lake is the 35 by 35?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The room you're in is about half again as big. That's a good rough.
But is it rough? Or is it roof?
Roof.
Roof?
Roof.
Roof.
And for argument's sake,
Roof the Dragon Rider.
just because it sounds like fun,
/ Slayer.
Oh, the orc soup.
that is going to be the troll.
Okay.
Is he supposed to be a 10 by 10?
He is large, yes.
Cool.
As he approaches, or put him right on the shore in front of Grug.
He was looking at me. Let me follow orders. You can follow orders later.
And does anybody speak common or giant?
I speak common.
As we go in.
Nobody speaks giant?
No.
Okay. As it steps out of the lake, get away from my home!
If we shout really loud, is it giant common?
And attacks.
Oh, yay! Singing with us. It was a good movie.
It only hit you once.
I don't want it to hit me at all.
It only hit you once with a bite.
Ew.
Yep.
I'm gonna
It
get
chomps,
shot after
it
this.
chomps down on you and does a
I do have
grand
some
total of
antitoxins.
9 points of damage.
Ooh, I got an idea.
Which brings us to Katie and Keita. Who wants to go first?
You can go first.
I want to seduce the troll,
Try it. How are you
but
gonna
like
sed-
not seduce it.
How are you gonna
Just like
seduce it?
talk nice to it.
How are you going to seduce it?
This is your home. It's lovely. I just have a few questions for you. Can I offer you some rations?
What are rations?
Would that be persuasion?
Yep.
14.
It does not seem very persuaded. It seems very angry.
It didn't mean to make you mad. Just to. I'm sorry. What was your name? Niam. Well, Niam, it's lovely to meet you. I'm Katie, and I'm gonna walk up and I'm gonna have hands empty of weapons. Just, it's nice to meet you. Can I help you? We don't need to fight.
Okay.
I know the two of them are injured. I'm gonna try and diffuse the situation.
Can I assist?
Keita, what are you up to?
I'm gonna try to assist.
Float with it too. Two sisters are better than one. I read it in a book somewhere.
What would you like to do?
Yes, this is quite a lovely home you got here. I like what you've done with the place.
Roll your persuasion.
Looking for company.
It's nice and cozy down here. That's a 19.
There is a brief pause, and that's all the more you get as he starts to growl at you again.
Well, I'm going to move over to my lovely friend Ash and step up behind him
Mm-hmm.
and use my bonus action to hide.
Okay.
20.
Okay. Grug.
Thanks for this first.
I am also going to attempt to seduce Lerm.
Learn. Okay.
Didn't you say that was his name?
I did not give him a name.
Oh.
He was
She did.
Oh, okay.
and I went, lovely her.
I will say, because I'm actually going to make a persuasive argument. Sir / madam, I am so sorry. I did not realize that this was your home. We're actually not here for you at all. First of all, brilliant, beautiful swing. That really hurt a lot. You are so strong, and God, your eyes are so beautiful. My name's Grug. What's your name?
Roll your persuasion.
With advantage.
I want you to try to pick up someone in the coffee shop with those lines.
With
because
advantage?
If it fails, I will.
Okay, then I'm going to use my lucky point. 20! Suck on it! Lerm!
That probably isn't part of the pickup line.
And I'll mark off a lucky point.
20 persuasion. Telling him that he has a lovely home. And it was
Eyes.
a gorgeous swing.
Very strong.
Okay.
And that we didn't mean to hurt him or disturb him.
Okay. Ash.
Do it.
Fuck
What
it, I'm gonna do it.
Yes! Oh god. So it'd be the most painful for Ash. No.
My brain went sideways. I'm like, the two of us are only 2.5 feet. That can't be good.
But like,
How are you
Constitution
going to continue this diatribe of
Let me think.
uh-huh.
roll Constitution save. What? Why? It's a giant adult dragon.
Let's see. No, you did quite a bit of damage, my friend, and that was a wonderful swing. If there's anything that we can help you with, if there's any creatures flitting about that annoy you, or are trying to destroy your home, we can help you. As long as you don't harm us.
Again.
Roll your persuasion.
And we're all doing like the smiles.
It's at least a 15.
Okay.
I'm slowly unbuttoning my tunic.
We need a bard to play Careless Whisper.
Wait.
No.
No, wait, hold on a second.
No.
No, I don't. Never mind.
I don't have any instruments.
I don't.
As you guys lay
I
it,
have pipes. Sorry, go ahead.
as you guys lay it on thick for this troll, and the fact that you're not actually
Guidance on Grog.
doing anything aggressive to this creature after it even attacked you, there's a brief pause that he got from you. And then you make the comment about the part that caught him, at least from what you could tell, was when you commented on his aptitude in combat.
Mm.
As
Is Grog still oiled?
as it kind of
Oh!
as it kind of does the whole peacock thing, its shoulders get back. My home, me defend.
And you did a great job defending it too. Look at this blood. Look at all this blood.
You're really
No
strong.
touch my home.
Oh, we don't want to touch your home. We want to stop others from touching your home.
They back that way.
Yeah.
And he points behind him further down into the cavern structure.
Do you want us to go beat them up so they leave your
No touch home.
No, we make them no touch
I
home.
will back away.
Go.
Oh.
I'm gonna back
What's your
away.
name? I'm Katie. And I'm really impressed because you're so strong and lovely.
I
Go.
was gonna say, I'm backing up. I'm gonna go towards where he pointed.
So you're gonna walk around the shore?
Yep.
As you start to walk around,
Casper's.
He's watching. We will not touch your
and you
home.
watch as... What are the rest of you three doing?
I'm following.
Okay.
I'm following my elf shield,
Mm-hmm.
my tower shield.
I'm putting my clothes back on.
Okay.
As I step away,
Okay.
yeah,
See, you don't want none of this.
I'm gonna go. He does. He's just insecure.
I am going to take my loot and set it down. It's a present for your home. And then I'll slowly back away, do a little bow, and then go after towards the shadows.
As you guys make your way around the lake, you watch as he disappears under the water and almost in a split second pops up no more than 10 feet away from you guys, his head right on the surface of the water.
Did he take the loot?
No.
Oh.
And it's
I just got
disconcerting
rejected
because
by a troll.
all you can see
Troll rejected.
is this as he's watching you.
I'm gonna blow him a kiss.
I'll wave.
And every time you get another 10-15 feet around, he disappears and pops up following you, making sure that none of you
Are going anywhere near the. Don't touch any of the water.
The thing that's really strange, though, is you don't see bubbles like he's breathing.
Does he have gills?
You make your way around.
Do you want to ask?
Have gills.
Did anyone else see Grug and Magic Mike? I thought Grug was Magic Mike.
Right? So you guys make your way around, and as you do, you see that you enter as a narrowing of the cavern system, and it's the first time you see any decoration on the walls. You see what looks like somebody had carved into the walls. Very odd looking labyrinthine type sketches and carvings. Fairly incoherent. And then you see small creatures, lizards, reptiles.
Exactly.
Many of them are pinned to these sharp, jagged edges that are sticking out of the hewn walls. You see them stabbed into it, almost as if they were purposely impaled and hung there.
That's a little creepy.
That poor troll, I wonder if they've been picking on him. We should beat these things up and go back and tell him what a lovely home he has.
Anything to keep from trying to fight him.
Well, I do kind of want to go
And
swimming.
as you exit this narrowing, you are met with an expansive bit of cavern structure. To your left, you notice that there is a large opening that has even more cavern structure to see. A large rocky outcropping about 30 feet away, and the cavern kind of goes in both directions, and it appears as if maybe you can get around behind that. In front of you, another 40 feet, you see again a large rock outcropping with some sort of entryway that goes a little bit to the left, and a huge area to your right that looks like it can go to your, as you get down to the far wall, it goes a bit to the right and to the left, as if going around the large rock outcropping in front of you.
Right or left?
To the left.
Is it
As
still
you-
the
As you look left, you
Everything.
notice that there seems to be a hole or slope in that area. As you look the other direction, there doesn't seem to be much.
do I still
Yes.
feel evil everywhere? Like
Yes.
there's no pinpointed.
No. Every time it feels like you want to pinpoint it,
It goes.
it
Yeah.
moves.
So what's wrong with you, Ash? You're cross-eyed more than normal.
I have a headache. I try to pinpoint where any of this evil fiendishness is coming from, and as soon as I start to pinpoint it, it goes somewhere else. Really freaking annoying.
Oops.
Careful.
Well,
Roll me a perception.
what if we spread out?
Roll me a perception.
All of us. All of us, John.
Yep.
I am doing neither. She said I'm an effing kid, and I said I'm not doing either.
I cannot find the page number. I
I
hate
heard a
that.
popping noise. I'm like, did I break my dice? No, my finger just cracked.
All my toes got cracked the other night, and it was so amazing. It hurt so bad,
Alright.
I felt it all over my hands.
Starting with Katie.
Yeah, it's a 16.
Kira.
Passive 14.
Ash.
Passive 10,
21.
because I got a 10
21.
anyways.
None of you. Okay. Thank you.
I'm too busy going cross-eyed.
Sorry, what?
Thank you.
For what?
What are you guys up to?
I want to go to the left.
How are there still the wall sconce things in here?
There is just a glow about this place.
So that's natural.
What is natural in this world?
You can feel them all around you. I've had it stuck in my head all night.
I can tell.
Chat's not helping.
No, sure.
I love her chat. I just want to keep searching around.
Hey, thanks for the host, Skeleton Games.
Hey, thank you very
Sue.
much. You said you wanted to head left.
Yeah.
Well, it's better to stick together than try
I'm not in
apart.
charge, I'm following.
Are there any more traps in here, Akita?
Yeah, I'll stop moving forward and let Kita go.
I will look for traps.
Down
Down
Fraggle
front.
Rock.
Oh!
You don't see any traps. However, as you make your way into this next area,
Mm-hmm.
you do notice that there is a sloped pit on the northern side of the room, which is the incline that you guys had caught as you were walking by. And at the bottom of this sloped pit, you see a number of iron spikes. and jagged steel blades are seen to the south side of the room, jutting out of the walls.
That looks dangerous.
And let's see. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
Yep.
Out of apparently nowhere, a huge club drops down and slams into Katie.
Alright. I just took some wood to the face.
And okay, this is gonna be fun.
This is the kind of drug wants.
Grog seems like a very battle-hardened person. Very oiled up. He's
You
like,
take 11 points of bludgeoning damage,
oh, lovely.
and before you have a chance to react,
Yeah.
you're smashed again by it.
Oh, cool. Doof, doof. All
And
4 of you. I got this.
As you take 13 points of bludgeoning damage. All four of you are caught completely by surprise as this lumbering hulk of a creature seems to materialize out of the stone.
Fucking shadows.
It is not a shadow.
The rock creature.
It is that ugly little bastard.
Uh-huh.
It is not. It is actually considered a giant.
Alright, well, Grug starts to unbutton his tunic again.
For those of you at home,
Take one for the team, Grog.
Already done it once today.
that guy.
I
And
like
now
what,
need-
I like what Wolfie says. Oofles.
I now need initiative again.
Yay! I don't think we can seduce this one, just saying.
You never know.
Don't know till we try.
I didn't think you guys could befriend a troll, or at least, as you say, diffuse the combat with a troll.
I read that as shake it off instead of take it off, and now I've got Taylor Swift stuck in my head.
Instead of take it.
And Katie,
What's a 19 plus 3?
22.
Thank you. 22. I'm awake, I promise.
Kita,
23.
We're just gonna. What did you.
23,
Roll 19?
I rolled an 18. I have a +5.
Ash,
17.
and Grub.
9.
9.
Or in the streets, giant sheep.
And starting this off are the sisters.
Thank you, Krabby. I needed that.
I just want to shake.
Yeah, no, this
Music
one
night.
I am not going to be nice to because it hit my sister twice. So, I was hidden behind, or I was trying to stick behind Ash, not Jocelyn, Ash. Do I need to reroll
Not
stealth?
that brother.
I will use my bonus action to stealth. Really?
Yeah.
13.
I was gonna say that's like a single digit number.
Okay.
And I'm going to shoot him with my bow.
You do not get sneak attack.
I didn't think so. That is a 20 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
And it's a short bow, so it's a d6. 7 points of damage.
Off to a good start. Anything else on lady?
Nope.
The other one.
Yeah. I'm gonna rage
Ash, you're up.
because I'm angry.
Okay.
That's not nice. Naughty. And I'm gonna swing at it
Okay.
with my axe. And that is a 21 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
Alright, and then it's 3, 4, 5, I do a whopping 8 points of damage.
Jeez, you're off to a wonderful start. Anything else?
No, because I can't second wind again.
Okay. Ash, your turn. Grug, you're up next.
How far away from this thing are we?
Use him, and it is on top of Katie. Like right behind it.
Okay.
So basically
Basically how we
the
have it.
Yeah.
Basically how we have it now. Is there a wall behind him?
Yes.
I'm gonna start getting like little sew-on patches and stickers that says like "Loved by Loxy," and I'm just gonna send them to everyone in chat. You guys can have one too, especially Grug.
Grug will start unbuttoning his tunic again.
I gave up my loot to the last troll. I have nothing to play on.
I need to lift this one up. Ow.
Grug, while Ash is doing his thing, what would you like to do?
I would like to rage.
Against the
because
machine.
I am very upset that I keep getting hit and stuff today.
Well, this one hit her.
True. It will get around to me, I'm sure.
Okay.
I will run at it. How far away is it? It's just a few feet in front of us,
Should
right?
be just a couple of feet.
Okay. I'll run at it with my great sword. Raging it. I'm sorry?
And nat 20.
Yeah!
Alright, Skeleton, you win. You're my favorite.
Well played.
That was good timing.
What am I? If he's your favorite.
You're also my favorite.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so I get.
I have something that might be able to help you though.
Oh.
Before he attacks, I want to do hold person.
After he's done.
Okay.
One thing that I'm going to do a little bit more going forward is when I say it's your turn, if I still have to wait a while before you make a decision.
I'm not used to this
We'll
spell.
shuffle people around.
Okay.
Okay, so it is
Yeah.
going to be 7 plus 18 is already 25. Plus 2 from my rage is 27. Plus 6 is 33. Plus 5. 38 points of damage.
Only?
Go Grug. It's your birthday.
And then I'll swing again.
Thank you.
Recklessly. I didn't even get a chance to save for the first one.
That's still a lot.
22 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just did.
Yeah, don't forget brutal critical for being half orc.
I did. I threw it in there.
Oh, okay, good.
Thank you again, Skeleton.
We got
6
no
plus
bones to pick with you.
13 points of damage.
Nice. You did.
You're the backbone of chat
51
tonight.
points of damage in one
I'm
turn.
running out of them.
Can I bonus action or rage fire damage him? Because if so, then I'm not yet done.
I forgot. But wait, there's more.
There is
I find
more.
your name rather humorous.
If it's okay, you do get a dex save.
Save. For half damage.
Yes.
Or
and,
no damage, I don't recall.
half. And my DC is 15.
I rolled a 17.
Okay, so you still take, let's see, 6. Still take 4 points of fire damage on top of it.
Alright, so I lied. You did 65 points or 55 points of damage in one turn.
Nice.
Ash.
I want to cast hold person.
And what do I have to do?
You have to succeed on a wisdom saving throw.
Of?
12.
I beat it.
You beat it?
I beat it.
Oh, I'm glad the horses are okay. I missed saying that earlier. That's what I did for small.
Okay. So with that said,
Yeah.
the Fomorian rolled the least on the initiative chart.
Woo!
Almost as low as it could possibly get.
How low can a Fomorian go?
It goes now. And it swings. Again, at the little tiny squishy girl.
I'm sorry, Kita.
No,
And
that's
its
sweet.
strange Quasimodo-esque bulging eye turns and looks down at you. And I need from you a charisma saving throw.
Oh no!
Oh
Yeah, so this happened to Thorn once, and Aramil almost broke up with her over it.
16.
Well, that's good. But only half as good.
Yeah, it's on cooldown because we can't give
Because
him
you
back
still
to
take
back.
half damage.
Okay.
But still,
What's wisdom does?
There is no nat 1 as well.
Oh, shoot.
Skeleton.
That's me.
And that can
Yeah,
be.
did
I
you-
just rolled 3 5s back to back on a d8.
nice.
15 points of psychic damage.
Yeah.
Ew.
Did he fail his save?
Even on a failed save. Oh no, but with a failed save. So no, he succeeded. So this part doesn't happen.
Okay, but they're so fun.
No.
I'm sorry, the GM in me is like,
Oh, did I say 16? I'm at 15.
no, like it's really bad for you, but it's really
Oh,
fun
then
to
it
watch.
was 16.
No, you made the save.
Okay.
So the other thing does not happen.
Okay, but it's still 15 points of damage.
Why
You're
didn't
still
it trigger?
15.
I think it's just no nat 1. I don't think there's a give.
It's no nat 1.
Yeah.
We're just gonna keep feeding them points.
Might as well.
12 points of bludgeoning damage to you as the massive great club smashes down on you.
Well, fine. be
His
that way.
his bulbous eye is still looking at you.
I'm working on it.
Okay. And that brings us to Katie and Kita. There it is.
Yay!
It should work.
Did it? No, I
There
don't
it
think
is.
it went through.
It just went.
Okay.
At least on my side.
There we go.
It wins.
Oh, yeah.
So
Thanks, Krabby.
do you want to go first or second? It's up to you.
Wait, did we get the same or I thought I was one higher?
Or you're one higher. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I'm one higher.
Well,
Sorry,
okay,
go for it.
fine.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, go. Do your thing.
I'm gonna hide again.
Okay.
That's much better. That would be a 26.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna shoot him with my arrow.
Okay.
Do I get advantage?
Yes.
Okay.
What are you hiding behind?
Ash.
Okay.
I wish I had improved critical. That would be a 27 to hit.
It's gonna hit.
And then Skeleton got an 18 to hit.
You miss.
Oh, brutal.
So there's 10.
Unfortunately, the internet hasn't been invented in this world, so you miss.
Yeah.
17 points of piercing damage.
Nice. Anything else from you?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Another one.
Me.
Yeah, you.
I would like to do a little sidestep. We don't have this on the map, which is kind of.
Wait,
What happened to the troll mini?
Oops.
It should be sitting right in front of you.
He was
Sorry.
no,
That-
right here.
That was awesome.
That was me thinking that was left
You
over
put
from
it
the
in
last
3
fight.
different places.
No, I didn't.
It was left over from the
He
last
was
fight,
right
Oh.
there.
and now it's being reused.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
okay.
Because he takes up all that.
He's huge.
I would like to sidestep to flank him with grub.
He technically takes up a 15 by 15.
Oh.
So can we flank it? I'm asking because one other time we had a thing that was bigger, and you're like, you can't flank that.
Because of where it was.
Oh, okay. Well, I flank it and I swing at it with my axe.
How are you getting behind it with its back to a wall?
That's a wall.
Its back is to a wall.
Then I guess I don't flank it. Well, if I'm standing here, we're okay.
The only thing I asked was how are you getting behind it with its back to a wall? If you can still make a flank on it, then you can flank it.
Technically, yes.
You don't want to make this place.
Well, Grug's on a line, so depending on where Grug actually is.
Okay, so here's the dealio.
Because then we can flank it.
We flanked it.
Yes.
She's on the opposite side of me.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Have a good night.
Be well.
See you, Mike.
See, Mike.
There. That was easy.
Oh, a d12 does not help you roll to hit. That was a 6 on the foot. No.
Yeah. We were only.
Right.
That's
So
just left over from last time.
still roll an advantage. That's not a lot to hit, but it's only a 13 to hit.
You strike at this thing and it shocks you. As your weapon does indeed make contact with this ginormous creature and then bounces off with seemingly no effect.
I would like to second wind and get some of my hit points back.
Okay. Anything else from you?
That's normal. No, that's it.
Ash.
First out, I'm going to cast Searing Smite, because I'm
Okay.
not doing thunder down here.
Yes,
That'd be extremely stupid.
your timing is a little bit off. It's on cooldown.
So I'm going to cast Searing Smite,
Okay.
Wait, it'll be on cooldown for like what, 20 minutes?
and then
Half hour.
so it takes the 15 by 15.
Why would lightning down here not be a good
Yes.
idea? Just random question.
What?
Why is lightning down here not a good idea?
No, thunder.
Oh, thunder. Sorry.
It's not.
No, that
it's
makes
not
sense.
like it causes a loud noise, but it doesn't. There's not a shock wave like with
Do we
thunder wave.
want to draw around it? Because it's technically,
The 15 by 15.
yeah. We do different
Grab the base from my dragon.
Your dragon?
From the dragon.
You said you bought it for me.
Because you were having a bad day and I wanted to get you out of the mood you were in.
Cause you had a bad day.
No.
It's your dragon.
Sing a sad song.
But because we're married, it's our dragon.
That's technically a 20 by 20.
I understand that, but that'll give a little bit better idea.
Because we can just step on the edges.
And the only thing if they do with thunder is
What'd
if
you
it gets pushed
Got my dinner.
and smacks into
Oh,
the
no.
wall.
What would you like to
How
do,
big it
Ash?
is. Well, after casting Searing Smite, I'm going to swing with my longsword.
Okay.
– 16.
To hit?
Yep.
Yes.
That hits.
Yes. It's a very large creature.
It's probably got thick skin.
And
It's huge.
with that hit, I want to cast Divine Smite. On
Okay.
top of
Do
that.
it!
Hi,
Allie!
Allie!
Hey!
Allie love.
2d8.
Feels like
because
it's
I'm
been
only
forever
doing
since I've seen you.
one
Wish you guys were going to do
spell
Lucon with us. That'd be awesome.
That would be.
Searing Smite is 1d6 fire.
You're up next.
That was a very confident. It's like you know, not only did you know that you're up next, like you're ready and you're on top of it.
It's the advantage of being a barbarian. What am I gonna do? Swing at it.
Sword damage.
I'm a barbarian and I do other things too.
13.
I'm a barbarian
13
fighter.
slashing
I'm a barbarian seducer,
plus
apparently.
6 fire.
Big sexy all the way.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 19.
Get it, Grug.
Plus
He's the shirt. He's the
12
shirtless. He's the most
divine.
confident man around.
12 plus 19. That would be.
I got it.
Okay.
Yes.
Did you add your mods to your sword?
Thank
sword?
you.
Yes.
Oh, thanks, Allie.
Yeah, because that's the 13.
Alright. Anything else from you, Ash?
And then extra attack.
Woo! Yeah.
Because that. I can't remember. Can I do. If I get another successful hit, can I do Divine Smite again?
You can do Divine
Okay.
Smite again, not
But see,
Searing
not
Smite.
Searing. Okay. Just wanted to double check.
Nice.
Why can't I not brain today?
It's Sunday. Sundays do that to us.
15 plus 6.
21. is a hit.
21. Thank you.
21.
21.
Nope.
Hmm.
Joe Bandit.
Yep.
Love the
then
shirts,
on-
although it's not low cut enough.
And then on the.
Step out of Allie.
Yeah, on
Hello.
that hit, I'm going to do my.
You can almost see the frog.
I know, right?
You need to go to the side so you can actually see the frog.
In a side cut shirt.
9 slashing
And?
plus 15 divine.
Yes.
Very
That's
nice.
a lot of damage.
Dum, 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 dum. Ooh, that chestnut.
All the sexy over here. Well done, Ash. Grug, do your thing.
I'm gonna do my thing.
Very sexy.
Almost as good as your brother did at that one battle.
Still reckless, by the way.
Almost.
Okay.
So
Ash is a lot
that's pretty
lazier now,
darn
apparently.
good. That's gonna be a 26 to hit.
That's going to make contact.
Alright.
That's not his only tattoo either.
That would be 3 spell slots.
8 plus.
Yes.
Alright, so 17
Take
points of
Syrian
damage
Smite
on the
plus
first hit.
2 divine smites.
17?
On the first, yep, for the first hit. And then I'm gonna swing again. Also reckless.
Okay.
That's gonna be 18. Okay. So 27 to hit.
I'm pretty sure that hits.
And then
The only problem with Paladin is they are like 1 or 2 hit
10,
wonders
17, 19 points of damage.
at this
Lord.
level.
And then I will bonus action fire damage him yet again.
Oh,
So he gets another deck save. Sorry.
sorry. Joe, for Searing Smite, at the start of each of its turn until the spell ends, the target must make a con saving throw.
4.
On a failed save, it takes 1d6 fire damage. On a successful, the spell ends.
Burn.
And it lasts for a minute.
Disco Inferno.
Roll your damage.
I've got for you. Just let me know when you're ready.
It's not his turn yet. Roll your damage.
Oh, okay. So
Ricardo.
19 for the second swing.
For the fire.
Fire damage. Okay.
What if he pulled the shirt down and
so
did
that'll
the
be
Sean
6.
Connery voice?
And if you got, or if you passed, then it's
Could be worse. Could be.
Alright.
Oh, you just read that from me.
Now, Ash, I need to make a con save.
Yep.
And what do I have to beat?
It should be my spell save DC, correct?
Yes.
12.
I rolled a 1.
Woo!
so D6 fire.
Oh no.
To resist.
Right. You rolled a 1.
Right, to resist.
It's not a 1.
Oh,
it,
okay.
Ones don't happen on nice.
6.
6 points of
On
fire
saves
damage or
and stuff,
radiant?
it's just on.
Okay.
Alright. This guy looks angry.
Oh god. We'll talk if you make Dulucon Alley.
This guy looks
And you were
angry.
talking about how you never get any love in chat.
Allie is my girl. I gotta get love from somewhere, and Allie knows
I
it.
need another charisma save out of you.
With advantage because I see it coming.
No.
Not as good. That's 11.
This might not be good.
6. Or no, 10, sorry. So get a D10. Or
That's right. That's right. My other wife. I keep forgetting. I mean, I didn't forget. I need to know what our official anniversary is because I was looking at gifts the other day.
You take 29 points of psychic damage,
Okay.
and you now move at half speed,
Okay.
have disadvantage on ability checks, saving throws, attacks, saving throws, ability checks, and attacks based on strength or dexterity.
Yes.
I'm so excited for you, Allie.
As well, your body starts to shift in appearance.
How so?
As all of a sudden, one of your arms starts to grow and bulge and extend to where the fingertips reach down almost past the kneecaps. But the other arm seems to be making up for that distance as it gets shorter to where the fingers just barely get past the 5th rib.
Oh.
It's like Deadpool and the Hulk in the same body.
Gross.
And there's a large mass that starts to grow on your shoulder, causing your head to tilt to
Just
the side.
kidding. It's an egg.
I don't like this.
And
Oh gosh, you know what? And I have that saved.
I can't.
Katie?
I can't hold my sword, can I?
you can
It's a two-handed sword.
still hold it.
Ow!
You'll be attacking at disadvantage though.
Oh!
Katie.
Yes, I am going to swing
Katie,
at it.
you get hit.
don't want that. I was hoping like maybe you just ignore it if I kept talking.
As you take 16 more points of bludgeoning damage.
You scared Wolfie away.
No, Wolfie, stay. I'll make her behave. Yes.
It is, or Kita, it is your turn. Katie,
Okay.
you're next.
Yeah.
I
It's
am
gonna go too hot for me.
hiding again.
Okay.
Ooh,
We'll behave.
that's a 16 to hide.
Okay.
Does that give me advantage?
No, that gives you 16 to hide.
I'm gonna shoot at.
Okay,
That's
you
it.
do not shoot with advantage.
You don't need it.
No, but I don't get sneak attack. That's a 27 to hit.
That's going to make contact.
I'm getting the look
For 7 points of damage.
from my
Very
non-wife.
nice. And least but not last, Katie,
Why am I at least?
because you're one of the shortest ones here.
I'm gonna swing at it with my axe.
Okay.
For 17 to hit.
17 to hit. You
Yeah.
make contact.
Woo!
It's my cat. I need to calm down.
And I'm still raging. So 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 10 damage.
As you swing and strike at it, you manage to catch it just right as its legs crumple out from underneath it, allowing you to get the final blow on the creature.
Yay!
As it falls lifeless to the ground.
That was.
And you guys watch as its body fades into shadow and then turns into sand.
Oh,
We will
that's not
see you
good.
guys on Wednesday for Ghosts of Saltmarsh.
Oh, that was dirty.
We will not be here on Saturday for Lorimer. We might be here for Dragon Heist on Sunday. And after this crazy week is done with, we will be doing 3 dice giveaways.
Whoop whoop.
In the meantime, thank you everybody for coming. Thank you everybody for joining. And if you're making it to DeluCon, we will see you there. Have a wonderful evening, everybody.
Bye. Bye, Allie, my football chick. Bye,
Everyone.
Grug and Skeleton and Krabby and everybody. And who am I missing?
Yeah.
Wheezy. Did I miss it? Who did I miss? I feel like I missed somebody. I love you all.
Weezy hasn't been around since like a while though.
Now,
Wheezy was here.
please,
earlier,
everybody,
but-
please, everybody in chat, stick around for just a minute.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I want to do one real big thing that we're going to make.
Oh, that's right.
We're going to make become a Sunday thing. We're not doing it this weekend. I'm giving you the heads up. Every time we finish one of our Sunday streams, I want to raid another channel. So if you guys are aware of any D&D streams that start after we end or just before we end, I want a list so we can start raiding people. See you next time.
Bye.